included.
And we are live.
Hello.
Oh no, what did I miss?
We're dumb.
We were talking, yeah.
Kids are dumb.
Kids are
Kids
dumb.
are dumb, including us.
We were mostly talking about a different game. It's like while waiting for the one D&D game to start, we were talking about the other D&D game that we're in.
Daggerheart or
Daggerheart, yeah.
Daggerheart?
Duggar.
You know, I forgot to tell you
Daggerheart.
guys one important thing about the city is you guys have running water.
Oh,
God, I would hope
I
so.
sure hope so. Yeah.
No,
That
like
is an important thing.
like sinks and showers and stuff like that. Instead of having to like go to a well to get your water and heat it up.
Oh,
You have
like a toilet?
plumbing.
you have plumbing.
You have
We have
plumbing.
plumbing?
You have plumbing.
How do we get plumbing?
Arcastus.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's true.
And now I'm just imagining.
Not to mention,
oh,
this is like hundreds of years after what happened
Yeah.
in campaign 2. Sorry for cutting you off, Cass.
no, you're good. I was just gonna make a joke that now I'm imagining fucking ribbits sitting on the toilet like how cats do when they're potty trained. And it's
I'm just gonna have a bidet.
sure. Fancy.
That's
the right way to
I'm
do
just
it.
imagining a frog. Just the way the frogs sit naturally.
Yeah.
That's just you on the toilet. It's just like, is she sitting or pooping?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Thinking of what was
Animal
it?
logic.
Demolition Man.
the seashells.
Yeah, just like you no good son of a bitch. Give me your papers. See, now I've got paper.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
I'll tell you right now the joke, because Tilt was going back and forth between how his character was gonna look, and he kept saying like, "Oh, I will look more like a bison, look more like a minotaur, be kind of cool." But the way he described it, I'm just like, "Have you seen Buffalo Wild Wing commercials?" He's like, "No," and I showed him. I'm like, "That's what you're describing to me with the wings and everything." And he's like, "Oh fuck no! Now that I see it visually, nope, nope." I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah.
He's the B-dubs.
I was gonna say Captain B-Dubs.
I was like, no. He's like, yeah, now that I see it, no, that's not what I want. I'm like, that's what you're describing. He's like, yeah, no. Changed my mind. Okay, good.
Sorry, there can only be one Minotaur here.
Only
So-
one.
Oh, yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're back here. Malls is on their way. They were just getting back from vacation, so they're running just a little bit late, but we got the rest of the crew here. The last time we were together, hag shit happened. After reviving Zen, she started to hear voices, started to experience strange disturbances. She was able to see the etheric weave of magic that courses through the world. Magic was being pulled from those magic users in the group. Anytime they tried to cast a magic. Yeah, that's some good D&D words there. Cast a spell. Instead of the spell going off, the magic that you would naturally pull from the weave, from the ley lines, was pulled from you and was pulled somewhere else. This even affected minor abilities such as Danny's ability to give access to a spell slot or spell points back. It was pulling that from her. So whatever had a hand in this was extremely powerful and a major pain in the ass for a good portion of the group, because I think save for one of you, you're all spellcasters in some way, shape, or form. During the night, Danny ran into a very large individual, probably about 10 to 12 feet tall, wearing a full deer skull as a helm. And they mentioned that they were only here technically for Zen. Just asked that Danny hand over Zen. mentioned that because she was a fellow, because she could sense the Phalanx, the essence of the Phalanx on Danny, that as a kindred spirit of that plane, she would not bring any harm to Danny or anyone else as a favor. Danny, being Danny, said fuck no and tried to chop her down at the knees with the axe, which unfortunately had no effect, as she sort of took a mist-like form and retreated. As much as you guys were trying to avoid it, as much as nobody really wanted to step into the swamps of Braidwardeth, unfortunately, with the situation at hand, that's exactly where you find yourselves today. As you are standing on the literal visible borderline between where the swamps of Braidwardeth end and the grass plains begin. As you were trying to get your bearings, a hag popped up from like the long reed, or popped out of the long reeds of the swamp and began rushing towards you, panic in their face. And as they got within probably about 5 to 10 feet of you, their hand outstretched, not in a violent manner, but almost as if they were begging for help, they went stiff and then began to shrivel and petrify as the complete essence was ripped out of their body. And this is where we are picking up today, as you stand there in shock, in horror, watching this being drained of its essence. And then all that is now standing there is a dried out, petrified husk.
That's not good.
That's unsettling.
I don't think we have much time to waste.
Do you think we're going to be able to rally enough of these hags and cause chaos like they suggested? If they're all turning into stone? Maybe.
How far are we from the hag that was turned into stone?
She is about 5 feet past the border into Braidward at this point. She was like right at the line. She like almost got away. You could take it as that.
Can I do an Arcana check on her?
Sure.
I know that she's. Yeah, sorry. I know that she's petrified, but I just need to know, like, is she still alive, or like I just like certain vibes of the type of magic that was used with everything. Like, because I know we know who it is, but I don't know how to properly describe what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so if you're trying to see if they are still alive, I would say that's probably a medicine check. If you're trying to determine what happened to them based on what you've seen, I would say you could probably make an Arcana check for that.
Okay. I'll do the Arcana check.
Okay.
Totally not because I have a +7 to that one instead of a -1 for medicine.
Right.
Just so I can see if there was anything of like additional things that happened before the petrifying thing.
Okay. This is going to be a DC 17. Also, these JoJo cups are amazing.
That's out of my thing.
How many did you get, or just the one?
I got 2.
Oh, okay.
I got part 1, and then I got the Jotaro and Star Platinum.
Oh gosh.
Then I regretted it because, like, after Spiffy mentioned it, the Battle Tendency Cup did look pretty cool. I should have gotten that one too. What'd you get, Cass?
I 17 on the die, total of 24.
Nice. So are you like doing like a very close examination of her, like poking and prodding and stuff like that, or is this just a visual analysis?
Can I poke her with a stick?
Yeah.
At like a distance?
You know what?
Essentially, I don't have mage hand or anything.
You know,
but, like...
well, she's only about 5 feet away from you, so it's not like. Yeah. You can grab a science stick and start poking at her.
Science stick. Sorry, I love it. Go ahead.
So you like begin poking and prodding and just taking just a visual representation of the way that she looks. And you recall something that you've seen in passing in one of your grandma's books. This individual seems to have been drained of any sort of essence of life that it may have had, both magical and physical. The spellcasters have a connection to what you know as ley lines or the etheric weave. You have the ability to call on those ley lines, to call on the power from them to cast spells. While this is a well-known, quote-unquote, scientific fact in the magical community, those with the ability to cast magic have some sort of dormant connection to these ley lines at all points in time, as almost as if the ley line itself is running through you, as the weave is running through you. This person not only had that connection stolen from their body, but their soul as well, leaving a uninhabited husk in its place. Hello, Malls.
Oh.
Hi, Malls.
Hi, sorry for the delay. I'm free now.
You're all good.
It's okay.
We just started.
Yeah,
cool,
you just
cool.
missed me poking the hag that was drained with a science stick.
Disgusting. I would do the same if I would have been there.
Okay.
She's made of stone, so it's not like it's squish.
It's not going anywhere anytime fast.
Okay, I'm turning on my camera.
Okay, give me a second. I need to make sure that all the cameras are on and correct. Go. There we go. Yay.
So not only was all the magic essence taken away, their soul,
their life
was
essence
stolen.
as well. Yeah, so pretty much it's not that this body is dead, it's dormant. If you had access to another soul, you could technically put it in there. And
it's like a husk.
yeah, it's a suit at the moment.
Yuck.
You given from the information that you've read in passing in your grandmother's books, this body will only be like this for 24 hours. If another soul is not inserted into it, if the weave is not returned to it, it will pretty much fall to mush.
That's actually really good to know.
And also gross.
Good thing they're not actually suits. Okay.
And I suspect you share this with everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Majority of the time, assume I share it with everyone. My words are not the best, especially right now. I have a headache, but she shares with them. So if we don't put another soul back in that body, it would turn to mush in like a day.
We don't have that much time.
So she can take. She takes more than just magic. She takes everything.
That's horrible.
I'm
Strange
very
thought.
Chaos?
I'm sorry. What was that? Zora.
I was saying we
And
need
then-
to cause chaos, like was suggested to us, as quickly as possible.
And then Weirds. What did you say?
Strange thought. This was able to reach us from across that water.
But
How far do you think it's actually reaching?
Danica, can you give me... I'll leave it up to you. Give me a nature roll or a arcana roll.
you're right. It didn't just stay in the walls. We.
Nature. Go on nature. I am not intelligent.
I am not a smart man.
Gotta take the dice out.
Smart. I'm street smart.
Street
There's no
smarts.
books in the forest.
Kids are dumb.
Okay. Starting off pretty good. That is
You're not taking
a-
me to no secondary location.
Oh shit, +8. Okay, 21 then.
21. Being what you are, where you lived, and the things that you had seen and witnessed at times, you do know that the soul itself is an abundant arcane resource in the wrong hands.
Yeah, we definitely need to hurry because I don't know if the timer starts now or after 24 hours, but a soul's a very powerful thing, even to magic. So, if she's just if this, elk-masked person is trying to absorb magic and souls, oh, we're in for a bad time.
I have a question, Vanica.
Mm-hmm.
If we happen to take this elk person out, I don't know. I don't really have a lot of knowledge about souls, I suppose. But will those souls go back to them then?
I guess it depends on what they were using them for. I mean, every magic is different. Sometimes the soul just gets destroyed. Sometimes it could just move on, and it's finally freed. Maybe it's a particular type of magic where it gets returned to the soul. It varies depending on the circumstance, and I don't know their magic.
With a with that high roll that you made, Vanica, you do know, like, if you grab somebody's soul, if you take the soul of another creature, if you do not use it right away, it begins to deteriorate unless you put it into something, some sort of cage, something to be able to hold the soul in place and keep it technically fresh until you want to use it.
Oh goodness!
Like,
Oh, like
it
Scooby-Doo?
is, yeah, it is a very abundant resource, but it decays quickly if it's left out in the open. So it's either use it or store it.
I was
Sorry.
just going to say, if we happen to help them get their souls back, they would be indebted to us.
How would we
I
go?
mean, as much as a hat can be, I guess.
So, do you think that she's putting it in like a box to keep it, or if she's using it right away? Do you think maybe she's using the souls to help power her power of taking more things?
I believe we'll find that out once we get there. I think we need to move.
I
And
don't
Daniel
know
starts walking off.
I don't know specifically, but I can tell you from what I mentioned earlier, it's a powerful source. It's basically a really strong battery. So
I say this as
Yeah,
I'm
it's not
walking
good.
off after Danny, probably in conversation with you guys as we're walking. Just that I would think that since she lost that one rock that was helping to power the whole thing, she's got to probably rectify it or like substitute it with these souls, which is why she's taking from these hags. So I don't think she'll be using it right away. She's probably got to redo the ritual that she was wanting to do. So I think we've maybe got a little bit of time, but not a whole lot. So to answer your questions, Fear, I don't think she would be using it right away. But again, I don't know.
Yeah.
How far away is her reach? You know, it's not just the kept
Pretty
within the
far.
walls of Bridgeworth. You know, it could go to as far as like the people passing by on the road from like
It could
I would
probably
say
lead,
from Silverkeep, but like around the main road.
it could
The
probably reach Glonnockwood.
Then you
Like so far.
recall having this inner turmoil that it's possibly reaching as far as you know out to Rensera. It's draining pretty much anything that has connection or can connect to the weave itself.
Yeah, but I said that last time, but I repeat it.
When Danielle says that it can reach the Lanark Wood, and just like of how far it is, like she just looks at her with tears in her eyes, but she just stays quiet because she knows she's just clearly like very scared about what's going to be happening.
Show of hands, who had stepped into the swamps?
Everybody apparently, because
Okay.
We're all
apparently
walking.
Yeah, if the group
Yeah.
started to walk away, I would have
Yeah.
followed them. I've got earplugs
Yeah.
in, so that's why I'm not part of the conversation.
I forgot.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you can't lie at the moment.
Yeah, so if I had noticed that everyone was walking away, then I would have joined them.
Okay.
Do you want me to take one out? I can.
They'll have to come out eventually, but
Yeah.
if Chloe's needed, somebody can feel free to, tap her on the shoulder.
I'm just gonna take out one, and just put it in.
Are
your
they
hand,
visible? Like, can we
Yeah.
see something sticking out, or is it kind of?
Yeah, they're like
It is
hot
a- yeah.
pink.
Yes, they're hot pink.
Their construction site approved. They're visible.
They're OSHA regulated.
They're forklift certified.
Oh God. Chloe's forklift certified.
That needs to
Nobody
be a
wants that.
picture. That one needs to be a picture. Someone draw that.
A snake driving a forklift.
Yes. Yeah, not
Why
even
not?
Chloe, just Snake. It's like, but like
It's the
holding the
one
sad
white
box.
snake. It's the one white snake driving it.
I love White Snake.
God damn it. Okay, so as you all
That was
begin
bad.
as you all begin to walk into the swamp, I need everybody's passive perceptions.
My person can see. 18.
There's really no point. I can't see shit ever.
15.
15.
Sorry,
I'm
13.
10.
It is wisdom.
so it's wisdom plus like the
No,
number
there's
next
a
perception?
bot underneath your stats. There's a thing that says passive perception.
Passive
Oh, I'm
wisdom.
yep, passive wisdom perception. I'm blind. It is 12.
Okay. So even with a 12, and a 10. All of you see this. As you begin to walk through the swamp, you just see, for a brief moment, this large, like, scaled spine sort of like come up from a little deeper into the swamp and back down. Just this massive back of a creature.
Swamp puppy?
It's a Thresher Maw from Mass Effect.
You finally find a Thresher Maw.
Great dragon.
And once
Oh,
again,
okay.
Brockus isn't here.
Mhm.
I have to pick up his slack.
Well, you are a barbarian, and that's technically what he is.
A barbarian with a gun axe. Close range. I'm basically him.
And this is you said this is like a skeleton of one?
No, this is like a scaled back, not a skeleton.
Oh.
Like, could I judge how big this creature is from where I'm at?
It's massive. Like, just from the portion of the back that you saw that came up out of the water and came back down, it could easily fit all of you riding it.
Possible hunt later. Must
Hey,
move
Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today.
on. Yeah.
Was that a new mount?
Food.
Well,
Let's
we
I don't
probably
know if
do
it's
best
something.
not. Yeah, we better not.
Not right now. Not right now. No.
Does it? Sorry, when you say its back rises, does it move like it's moving through the landscape, or it's like sleeping?
It's moving. It's swimming.
Okay.
Like, it's just like in a deeper part of the swamp. Just for like a brief moment, almost as if like in response to all of you beginning to move through the swamp, it kind of like popped up for just a moment and went back down.
I would.
Ugh.
Kind of hard to say whether splitting up or staying together would be better, just because of the size of the damn thing. But we got to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Keep moving.
And we do so. Are we having to slow down because of the swamp terrain, or are we finding ways to get around faster?
That is up to you guys how quickly you want to move through this swamp. Like if you take your time and somebody leads, you can stick to the more shallow and sturdier parts of the swamp. But if you begin walking with abandon and just begin to move through here like you would like on a normal dirt road, issues can happen. Dangers can happen.
We are looking at environmental effects.
I vote the first route.
Yeah,
We're being careful.
I think Danny's doing her best to lead the group into the shallow areas.
So Danny's gonna be so everyone's fine with Danny leading the way.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know what a hard thing is, being
Hmm?
somebody who's run multiple games on Roll20. I can never find the map that I need.
Preach.
Like, my marketplace purchases are just so, it's just like 8 million pages, and I'm trying to find it, and it's like it should be in alphabetical order, but it's
Swamp 1,
not.
Swamp 2, Swamp 3.
Oh no, I have too many options. What a nightmare.
It is, because I have to like I'm sitting here and I'm
No,
Yeah, when you're in the moment.
I
Like,
know. I
I'm-
get it. I'm just joking. It's the same way with my Sims mods.
I also have the problem with my marketplace purchases where I never remember what anything is called. So I don't
Yeah.
actually know what I'm looking for when I'm skimming through them.
here's the problem though. I know what I'm looking for because I have the name of the map right here. But it's not showing up on Roll20. I've refreshed the page and I'm trying to
Oh.
find it.
Hmm. Interesting.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to close Roll20. But as I'm doing this, Danny, if you want to go ahead, and we are going because this is a dangerous situation.
Yes.
I'm going to say give me a survival check with disadvantage.
Okay. None of my soldier training helps out with that. Okay. So, disadvantage. Maybe luck. That's a waste of a nat 20. Alright, that can go back.
There's no such thing as a waste of a nat 20. Oh, no, a disadvantage, yeah. That's a waste.
Yeah. So with that, we have a total of a 16.
16, okay.
I rolled pretty good. Chances are kind of slim on that one. So
you begin leading everybody through the swamp as best as you can. Every now and then you kind of sink a little bit lower and it goes to shin height muck. You're able to pull yourselves back up, and it's just you're navigating through the swamp. What's up?
Can I use one of my like empty bottles in like my herbalism kit to pick up some additional mud?
Yeah, you can just scoop up the muck as you're going through. Probably like scrape it off your boot or whatever.
Yeah, just like as we're going.
I'm also wearing that scarf that Chloe got me that keeps me warm and comfy and clean no matter where I am.
So
I don't really know what the magic is around that.
Pretty much as you're trudging through the swamp, every time you sink down, you come back up and everything, you expect like your shins and your boots and everything to be soaked and caked in mud. It just slides off of you.
but you still sink. That's the weird part.
There's this like I think it's called Never Wet, where it's like a spray thing that you could use to, and like water and like liquid and stuff literally bounces right off of it.
I'm gonna find this damn map. Like this map is now my
You're
nemesis.
determined now.
This map is my nemesis.
You are my Everest.
It's personal.
This map. I want to use this map, and it's agitating.
Never what is used for like reconstituting umbrellas and actually applying it to clothes when you're about to have a rainy day.
As you continue to go through, or as you begin to lead people into the swamp, the farther you get in, the harder it becomes to concentrate. Every now and then, you swear you hear voices passing by, whispers, unintelligent conversation, just random words or the tail end of a sentence. Nothing that you could really piece together, but loud enough that it's a distraction.
Question: does Chloe hear anything with their earplugs?
Yes.
Ooh.
These are reaching through the earplugs. Almost as if it isn't passing by, but it's touching your mind. Getting a little deeper and leading your group into the swamp, you begin to see a soft, like almost violet-like haze begin to come up from the waters itself. Probably when you're not sunk down in the muck, probably about knee height. But it's masking the floor under it. Very thick. Not something that you can easily penetrate with sight alone.
Does waving a hand through it do anything?
It does, actually. You wave a hand through it and you bring your hand out. It's slightly stained with like a moist, I'm not going to say muck, it's like a moist purplish mucus. Danny, just looking at it, just giving it its color and the way that it runs, and you kind of like slosh it off. This is highly toxic. This is not just some sort of swamp gas. It is almost like an airborne poison. What's up, gas?
Can I do like what Zenith did with the phage and use prestidigitation to try to push it out of the way?
You can. Can you give me a... What was I having you guys do when you were casting spells? It was a Constitution saving throw?
I believe so, yeah.
Cass, can I get a Constitution saving throw from you?
I forgore. Oh. Okay. $23.
Okay, so for this spell, for prestidigitation, when you cast it, you no longer have to roll it, as you pretty much claim that spell as your own. And you prestidigitation out, and it doesn't necessarily push it away anywhere. It kind of just, when the gust of wind hits it, it sort of just reverberates a little bit along the top part of this purplish haze.
So it doesn't go out of the way. It
doesn't go out of the way. It's still there.
Make sure your skin is not exposed. This is very, very caustic. Just kind of look at Chloe. Like,
you're muted, Moles.
no, you're.
I take your earbuds out and I put them in my
what's
pocket.
happening?
Make sure you have no exposed skin while you're traversing through this fog. It is very caustic. You may resume wearing your.
It's not caustic. It's like
or poisonous.
Toxic.
It's poisonous.
Yeah, it's toxic.
Yeah, toxic, caustic.
Oh.
I kind of get those confused a lot.
I mean, I can't be poisoned, so I'm probably fine. But
You
I can
wanna
also
test
change
it?
my outfit into a raincoat if that helps.
That's fair. Good to know.
You know, do you have like a little, like a water flask or something?
Yeah.
I could just be safe in your water flask with my cape.
It's true, you could.
Is that okay if I hang out in your water flask for a bit? I don't have cuties.
Yeah, go for it. I'll try really hard not to accidentally drink you.
Don't shake her too much.
I don't taste good, and then I touch your water and into your water. And now we just need to think of what to do for Zafira and Vanica and Danny.
I'll be fine. At least for a little bit.
Would my because I do have vampiric armor that I may or may not be wearing at this time. I think like would my armor be effective against this or no?
What do you mean effective against it?
Would it be affected against it? Like, or I just have to make sure that there's no exposed skin, right?
Well, you've been walking through it and you haven't really felt anything. So as long as you've got you got your armor on, you're perfectly fine. You don't even know if exposed skin is going to do anything to it. It's just Danny reached into it and like pulled up like a gloop of jello, like just staining her glove, and kind of just like flung it back down.
Can I also get some of that that jello and put it in another bottle?
Go ahead and give me a, let's make it an Arcana roll.
Proof we were here. Takes home, puts vials on the shelf.
Yep.
50 years later. Oh yeah, that was when we traveled through the Braidwardeth swamps. Yeah, that's from where that's from.
15.
15?
Mhm.
As you scoop this up into the bottle, you kind of like jiggle it a little bit to see like what's going on. It quickly crawls out by itself and ploops it back down into the haze. And as that happens,
Oh, it's alive.
little rumbling begins to happen through the swamp itself. Just this haze. As you all feel like jittering around your ankles.
Oh no.
Can I get a dexterity saving throw from everyone?
But I'm in her water bottle.
Yeah, you're safe.
You're fine.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I just like collecting things. I was hoping to kind of make a new potion.
All right. So I'm going to go one by one here. We're going to go with Zafira.
10.
10. Okay. Danny?
Let me put it to you this way. I just got 3 ticks on my copper raccoon coin.
Don't know what that means.
It means I got a natural 1 for 4.
Oh, and shit, you guys have the natural ones like being destructive this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Zen, you don't have to roll because you're technically water right now. Vanica? I think
Is on the phone with her mother at the moment.
Okay, AFK, that's not a problem. And Chloe?
18.
18. Okay, so as all of this happens, and you roll, we are going to take a quick break here. So I can maybe find the goddamn map, get something to drink, and give Zorro time to finish with their phone call and come back. Bad things are going to happen. So let's go ahead and stick with this, everyone.
Catastrophe.
It's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you.
Okay. We're back.
Hi.
Hello.
Zorro, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw because everyone else did.
Oh, saving throw. Okay. How's my dex looking? Oh, okay. Okay.
And I'm
Hopefully better
gonna
than mine.
ask for everybody's dex saves again. I already know yours weirds because you got a 1.
Okay, 21.
Okay. Fox, what did you get?
18.
18. Cass, what did you get?
10.
10. Weird's got a 1. Malls. Did Malls jump AFK?
They literally walked
she is-
away as soon as you came
Oh.
back.
But she's also in my flask, so
Right, she didn't have to
That's
make
right.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bring
she
the water, went in flask.
yeah, she used her cloak's ability to turn herself into liquid and then went into Chloe's flask.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Thankfully for you guys, magic items don't seem to be affected by this this curse or whatever it is.
Yay!
Yippee!
Yeah, so now it's totally not a curse.
All right. So
We're back.
with everybody back, and you can hear my gamer subs, and I don't care. So what happens is, I wish this would actually repeat. I'm gonna have to fix that music later. But as you see this thing kind of climb up out of your bottle and plop back down into the into this purplish haze, and you begin to feel it ripple and move around your ankles. Quickly, there is what almost feels like a riptide rushing past your feet. A violent jerking motion as both Zafira and Danny are pulled off of their feet and dragged as this haze begins to form and grow into this huge slime-like creature. Danny, I'm going to say because it was a 1, you don't even get this saving throw.
As a matter of fact, remember, the coin said catastrophe.
Yeah, that's why you don't get this saving throw.
You are it's like you're reminding the teacher we have homework.
Yes.
That
Wasn't
is
there supposed to be a
so
test
weird.
today?
That's so weird.
It's just like,
As far as-
shut up, man.
As far as I'm
What?
concerned, I'm being honest.
Teacher, you actually marked me as getting number 13 right when actually it looks back on my work. I got it wrong.
Okay, I'm not that bad. I will take a win on a quiz
Like,
any day
No,
of the week.
you just when you have to swap tests with your neighbors, you're like, oh, what about if they
Oh.
said this?
Oh,
We
God.
were not trusted to grade our own papers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because we had friends in next
Yeah.
door seats.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I would always lie. I'm like, oh my God, you got 100%. Go you. Let's go.
So,
When I look at someone who actually
Danny.
does.
as you are pulled into this creature, you are pulled in completely. This isn't just it's got a grip on you. It's no, you've been swallowed into it. And as you do, you feel something begin to reach into the recesses of your mind, and you can feel memories being consumed as you take 51 points of psychic damage.
Ooh. Okay, one moment. Ow.
I would like to buy a vowel.
Danielle is Bleeding
As-
from orifice.
Oh no, there's no blood. This is all psychic. There's nothing physically wrong with you. Since you
Okay.
have had, since this effect has gone off on you, anytime you go to make a ability check or attack roll, you must subtract 1d4 from the roll until you get a long rest.
Oh god.
Okay. Yes, Zenith, you're muted.
I was gonna say, with my new ability as a power battery, I'll try to help you as often as I can. As a reaction, I can add my spellcasting modifier, which is a +4 to another person's attack roll or damage or healing, acting as essentially a power battery. So just let me know, and I'll do my best to help.
That is for magic stuff only. That is for
What?
magical abilities.
You
Just-
never said
could
that.
also-
You just said attack roll.
Yeah, attack roll for spells. It's because you are a magical power battery.
Okay. Well, if you need to do anything else, I'll try to do my best to help you. Never
So,
mind, I'm useless.
As Danny, you're pulled into this. Zafira, you're pulled by the ankles. You're kind of just you are prone at the feet of this thing. As you see this large writhing mass of just red and violet. You could see every now and then a couple like skulls and like full on faces passing over the surface of this thing. And you can just hear more of those psychic reverberations begin to like echo through your mind. Before I take you to a map, I need to know, aside from you two who got pulled, what the marching order was when coming into this. Because I know Danny was in the front and was helping.
I know. I don't know if she was in front, but I know Zen was following and talking to Danny at one point.
No, I was following and talking to you, so I think we were close to each other, but I think I would be
okay.
close to Chloe because I jumped into her water bottle.
I would be I'd be pretty close to the front. So I'd probably, I would say I'm second. I could be second. I'm an in-your-face type of cleric, so
okay, so
I'm okay with that.
you were behind Danny when this happened?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. What about Zen? Or Zen is with Chloe. So Chloe, where are you?
I feel like Chloe would have been in the back, having had those earplugs in for most of the time. She would have been trailing behind a little bit because she'd have been off in her own world as everyone else is talking. So yeah, probably in the back.
I suppose it makes sense that it would be Danielle who's first to get pulled, and then me because I tried that whole bottle thing.
Right. Yeah, you would have been up there with it.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I was reading something, got completely distracted. And I mixed those two up. So how far back are you, Chloe?
I'd say 10 to 15 feet behind Vanica.
Okay. And where were you when you got grabbed, Vera?
I imagine I was like, it was right after right after I tried that bottle thing where
Yeah.
I would have been like kind of kneeling.
Yeah,
like,
but where were you in the marching order? Like who?
behind right behind Danielle, or like next to Danielle. It would,
Okay.
or like that's why I said like it kind of
You
makes
were up
sense
to-
that
you were
we
up
were
at the
grabbed
front.
because we were like together.
Okay.
We would have been together and everything.
So I'm taking you all to a map.
Yeah, I don't think it's a gelatinous cube.
Oh no, it's something far worse
No!
it's something far worse than a gelatinous cube.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
lot of
no.
people.
I think
I
we've
know.
seen one of these in campaign 2.
We
I saw
did?
one. I saw one of
I don't
these in
remember.
what was it called?
I don't remember anything about it, just that it was terrible.
Chimera Collective is where we saw the other one.
This is something
I
that
don't
is called
remember.
an ooblex.
The name definitely sounds familiar. I just don't remember facing it.
Here, I'll give you a.
Oh, I remember now. I remember now. We were in a tunnel and it looked like someone else. I remember now. I remember now. This was outside of our Castus. I remember now.
God
Okay.
damn it! Don't
Yes,
hit Control
Fox.
Z. Shift Z, so everyone can see.
Fox,
the
I remember
image.
now.
Oh, I
Yep.
accidentally clicked it. Can you do it one more time?
Yep. I remember now.
Oh.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
So,
we were
if-
chasing fucking Sven. Okay.
If I can get everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring up the initiative tracker first.
We were also level like 15 when we faced this Fox.
Yep.
Oh,
Ah!
Corey, I have a question for Pop-Tart. Because I have like once per day to choose the thing. I don't remember what mine was last session for the start of
you
this
gave
day.
him autonomy.
Autonomy? Okay, good.
Worf, must
So
protect.
he still goes
Yes.
after you on your initiative, but he doesn't need to have an order. He'll do what he wants to do.
Okay. He's a good boy.
Oh, since I'm in a water bottle, am I allowed to just jump out with whenever
On
I want?
start of your turn, you can.
Okay, I will.
Let's go ahead and get those initiative rolls.
Jack of all trades has failed me this time around. Usually I'm at the top of the initiative.
It could be worse.
Okay.
I mean, it could be. If I didn't have Jack of all trades, I'd be way lower than that.
Yeah.
Danny, I will say that right now you are blinded, deafened, restrained, and silenced. As you are just inside the entirety of this thing. And you can just hear just a chorus of agonizing and terrorized voices all around you.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do this. So we got Vanica at the top of the order here. Oh, you know what? I should probably take everyone else to a map. That would help.
Bring everybody to the map, including the audience.
Are we not all on the map?
The audience.
And yeah, I didn't change
Oh.
the screen. So chat, here is your look at the monster.
The skulls screaming reminds me of the Harry Potter movie where it's like screaming out of the book.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when they would go to the forbidden section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That part freaked me out.
Yeah, me too.
Because it was so sudden.
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't like going first because I feel like I just like part support. Oh god. God, where's my book so I know what like my thing does. Okay. So I remember what's in what for my gems. Oh god. Pressure. So are they being absorbed or just grappled right now?
Danny looks like she was completely swallowed. You can't see Danny anymore. It's got Zafira by an ankle, and Zafira's on her butt right next to it. So I should technically put Zafira there, because Zafira isn't technically inside of it at the moment.
Okay, okay. Oh god. It's been so long. Excuse me. Oh god, I think I want to try to. Oh, pressure of going first. I am gonna go ahead and I am Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can slash at it to release Zafira. So I can try to at least let go of her. So yeah, I'll get a little closer. And do I have a bonus action to kind of help her? My bonus action. What do you do? I mean that kind of helps. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action and use Shield of Faith on Zafira.
Okay.
So she'll see kind of like what looks like translucent looking like vines and stuff kind of whipping around her, kind of forming almost like a kind of a chest plate on her that's transparent, giving her a +2 bonus to her AC.
How long does that last?
It's concentration, so 10 minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a whack at this this thing.
Oh,
I just put my hand up because I didn't want to interrupt.
I got confused.
Do we have to make those con rolls in battle as well for spellcasting?
You don't know. You haven't done it yet. Oh,
Well, I
you're
think that
right.
I just did.
Yeah. Can I get a
It's
Constitution
my-
I
saving
just
throw?
did. Oh, fuck me. Don't fuck me today.
Thank you for that, Fox. I forgot
Okay.
that's a spell.
Okay. I need to get whatever Warcaster, whatever the fuck it's called. Okay, yeah, I could be okay. 15?
15. You cast the spell and you force it as like you feel as if like you just barely broke through to get the
Oh,
spell
God.
to go through. So Shield of Faith can no longer be stolen from you. The DC
Okay.
for your spells is 15 in order to cast them. So Shield of Faith
Okay.
is safe now. Like when you cast Shield of Faith, you no longer have to save.
Okay. I don't like this. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to try to sever the tendril or whatever, just somehow release it. Just stab it to release her.
Release Zafira.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll here.
Look, as much as I want to do save 2 people at the same time, I have to kind of deal with the initial being and then concentrate on the oh, okay. 23 to hit?
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. 8. Yes, D8. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. Ooh, that's good. Okay. So that is 12 magical piercing damage.
That's with the weapon?
It is, yes.
Okay.
And it takes, because I had to look at my slots. So it takes I have not rearranged these, but I need to do that. It's gonna take an additional D6 fire damage. 3.
Okay.
It kind of helps. It doesn't, is it if it's vulnerable or just takes it.
So as this fire damage goes off, you hear everything around it scream in agony.
Oh!
And as that happens, the grip around Zafira's ankle is released.
Oh! Are you okay? Are you okay?
I don't. I think. Yeah. I guess. Am I still prone until my next turn, or can I
you
get up?
are prone until your turn.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Until my turn. Okay. It's like
Hit it with fire. I think it doesn't like fire, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
it doesn't
Good.
like fire, guys. I don't think. Okay, I got you. And she'll have her rapier out, just kind of in a defensive stance, kind of like one arm half covering, kind of doing the mom thing, the mom seatbelt, like trying to help her. That's my turn.
You hear from Chloe's water about like a like thank you, but it's all watery.
So on its turn, you can see it begin to bubble and pop as Danny is expelled from it. On her feet, hunched over, breathing like heavily.
Does it taste good? Are you okay?
Danny stands up in a very Danny-like fashion, cracks her neck, turns, raises her axe, and attacks Zafira.
Yeah, I remember this bullshit.
As it does, you can see that there is a tether running from this creature to this Danny, and this Danny looks a little off as she begins to attack. And
No.
Remember, you have a +2
Does
to your AC, so you're okay.
does a 15 hit you? I'm sorry, a 16.
No, it does not.
Well, that's not going to hit you either, because that's a 13. As like this duplicate Danny, I'll put Danny back
man.
here.
Dupla Danny.
Danny.
I'm gonna
Just
paste the dupla Danny, and then I'll put a marker on.
yeah, give it the red marker.
Yeah, dupla Danny here, so we know that that's the bad Danny. As it slams the axe down twice, and you kind of roll out of the way each time. And then Zafira, not Zafira. Annika, that's your name.
Go down the list.
Like a parent with multiple
Like,
children.
I was gonna say,
Can I get a
That's what my
wisdom
mom-
my
saving?
mother.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from you?
Yes. This is one of the things I can do. Oh, it's cocked. Okay. 22.
22. You're fine. As you as like you're like standing there, and you can see just the faces in this thing begin to like morph and everything, and try to like duplicate in it like a face from your past. It just can't, as you feel it reaching into your mind, digging at your memories. But
Oh, no.
with your wisdom, you're able to steel yourself and shake it off.
This feels illegal.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. She definitely takes
Um,
note of this, going like, "Oh, this no good. This no good."
Zen. What?
Quick question.
Yes.
Is it possible to do a check? I don't know if this is like on my turn or just a general like perception check. If we can tell if this is not the Danny we know.
Oh, it's very obvious it's not the Danny you know now. As
Okay.
it turned, like as it turned, sorry, and went to attack Zafira, you could see that there's like this red leathery tendril running out from the Ublex into the back of this fake Danny.
So we know it's not like Danny that just happens to be tethered. It's just
Yeah.
like a weird little thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just wanted to confirm that real quick.
think,
Yeah, Zen, you can hear the muffled sounds of chaos outside of the flask that you're currently in.
With the bloop, bloop, I make a little water droplet pop out of Chloe's flask and I land on the ground.
Okay.
Is that an action? Or is that a bonus action?
That is a bonus action.
Oh, fuck yeah. I can kiss you. I think once I see what's going on here, I don't have any fire spells. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm going I'm gonna
Oh,
cast
no
Shadow.
fireball? How do
I
I get fireball?
said multiple times I didn't want to be a cliche wizard and have fireball, and also
Fireball.
Danny's in there. You all are so close.
Hey, to be fair,
Okay,
I
I
did
will
tell
say-
you anytime.
Fireball in a swamp is always a bad idea.
Oh,
Swamp
yeah.
gas ignites.
People have been farting in there for centuries. Anyway, I think I'm going to cast shadow puppets on this thing. I'll do it here so you can
Thank
see
you.
it. You're able to animate the shadow of a creature within range, causing it to attack the creature who cast it. Make a melee spell attack against the creature. If it hits, the target takes 2d8 psychic damage and must make an successful intelligence saving throw or be incapacitated until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So now not only do we have a dupla Danny, now we have spooky shadows of this giant ooze thing coming out.
It's gonna be okay, guys.
Go ahead and make a first I need a constitution saving throw from you. Because you're casting a spell.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about that. Since I became a warlock level 2, I took on Eldritch Mind, and you have advantage on Constitution saving throws that you make to maintain your concentration on a spell. Is
I
that
will allow
anything?
that. I will allow that because you are technically, this Constitution saving throw is meant for the strength of your mind. So yes, you can use that.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I accidentally backed out of the thing. 1 second.
We all do that.
Yeah. Shoot. It's actually not too bad. Gotta pull my freaking thing back up. I'm so freaking sorry. This is embarrassing. Okay, does a 17 hit?
For what you mean a save?
Oh wait, what was I rolling for?
Your Constitution save.
Oh, my Constitution save. I'm so sorry.
It's a DC 15.
No, I don't. I hit a 12.
You hit a 12. So unfortunately, you go to cast Shadow Puppets, see the spell start like going off, and then it just pulled away from you farther into the swamp.
Dang. So I can't cast that spell again.
You can't. Well, you can't cast the spell this turn. You can cast it again
I thought it was
because
gone forever.
no, it's taking the magic from you. It's not taking the spell itself from you.
Alrighty.
So like you would still spend that spell slot or those spell points. I forget what we're using in this one.
Slots.
Yeah, it's just that spell slot is spent, but you're unable to cast the spell.
Cool. All right. Well, I didn't make that.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I already used my bonus action. I think maybe I'm just going to take a couple steps from Chloe just so we're not all grouped up and just head over here if that's cool.
Sure.
Okay, cool. We'll do that.
Okay. Chloe.
Well, I've always wanted to do this to Danny anyway, so I'm gonna move over here.
And hug her?
No, not quite. Facing the creature and the fake Danny, in a 15-foot cone. Yeah, to just get Danny and the creature. My snakes, all of my snakes are going to kind of turn their gaze to look in that direction, and all of their eyes, including my own, are going to flash for a brief moment as I use my Viper's Gaze ability to attempt to paralyze the Danny and the creature, hoping that they are not immune to paralysis.
Okay, what saving throw is that?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
That is going to be a dirty 20 Constitution saving.
That's gonna make it. The DC was 17. That is my
Wait
action.
Wait a second. What did
So-
you get, Rojan?
Got a dirty 20.
And the DC was what?
17.
Gonna risk it.
The thing is bother. Yeah, I guess silvery barbs.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, geez, stop it. Ooh. I got a 16.
16. Silvery barbs goes off.
Okay.
Much as I
And
hate
then
it,
I'm go-
silvery barbs goes
Sorry.
off because it's now safe. So it needs to re-roll.
Yes.
I do have a question. This is it will be safe from like for the rest of the day or just for this fight?
You can now cast it without fear of it being taken from you.
Okay.
Stop getting cocked. It's gonna be a 19 this time.
Damn.
Who do you want to give
Sure.
give the advantage to though? Since you did cast silvery barb successfully.
Vanica.
All right, Vanica, you have advantage. Chloe, is there anything else you were planning on doing?
Crying?
That's a free action.
Bonus action. Oh, it's a free
Crying
action.
is
Okay.
crying is a free action.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna cry, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to give Zafira Bardic Inspiration. And because that is my first Bardic Inspiration of the day, that is a D10 instead of a D8. And also, you get to pull from the deck of Inspiration.
How many bardic inspirations do you have total, out of curiosity?
4.
Damn, brother.
Danny or Zafira over here just stacking up the buffs. Give me 1 second. I gotta grab from the deck. I gotta grab the deck of inspiration.
She was just pulled from the goo, so give her as many buffs as we can.
I have a question about that power battery thing, I guess. When that's only for attack rolls or to add on to damage from a spell, right?
Yes. Yes.
Doesn't affect any sort of like DC people gotta hit?
No.
Bother.
Hopefully the deck of inspiration is still set up correctly.
How many cards are in the deck?
I got it.
Oh, so I don't get to choose?
Is it, do they choose or is it they just draw from it?
They draw from it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was like the other deck where you have us choose which one.
Alright.
Less work for me, honestly.
Okay. So, oh, this was, I read the wrong one. Give me a second. Okay, so you draw the Sun card. As a reaction, when a creature makes a melee attack against you that hits you, That creature has the blinded condition until the end of your next turn. Anything else, Chloe?
No, I think that's going to be it. I don't want to move away and chance an opportunity attack, so I'll stay
Probably
there.
a good idea. Danny.
So this was brought up earlier. The magic kilt of freedom of movement.
E.
Does being engulfed in this thing impede me at all?
A lot.
As far as like, well, as far as like my movement.
You are restrained, you are prone, you are blinded, deafened. Yeah, you have a lot of impairments against you.
So the magic kilt that says that I can't be restrained or grappled.
If you were to activate it, yes.
I activate it.
Okay. You activate it, and everyone sees like this little bubbling happen as Danny is just shot out of this thing and like just skids and like bumps like 10 feet away through the water.
I get skipping stoned.
You get skipped out of this thing as the kilt, as you see like Danny's kilt like slowly like fading as the activation happens, as you are no longer restrained inside of this thing.
Wait, there was bubbling and then she got shot out. She's a fart, bro.
Ew, ew, ew.
Yeah, you could see Danny from like head to toe is just now like stained in like this reddish violet like goop.
I was going more like a Diet Coke and Mentos situation.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's a good description. Diet Coke and Mentos. You just shot out 10 feet as you are shot out prone.
Activating it was a bonus action.
Yep.
She'll stand up for half her movement, so she's down to 25. She grabs her axe as she walks forward. You are fucking disgusting! And she will take 2 swings at it, both with bullets.
Probably a good idea.
Do I still have the minus D4?
Yes.
Okay.
You have that until you take a long rest.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So,
it's got a nastier effect on top of that. If it hits you again with that ability, it goes up to a D6 and then a D8 and D10. It just keeps climbing and climbing. Yeah,
that's just.
It is a nasty ability.
That means I could actually get a -9 on one of my checks.
It can go all the way up to a D20.
Really? That's fucked. All right.
Yeah, it's a crazy dude.
All right. So the first swing is going to be an 18.
18 will hit.
Alrighty. Let's see here. That means I have the D12. And I need to roll the D6 and the D4. Oh, and also I need you to roll a D8 for my rage.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, wait, I can't rage. That was my bonus action using the kill.
You're right.
Never mind.
You're right.
So it's just the axe.
This is just normal Danny.
This is just normal Danny with a wild magic axe.
It doesn't quite have the energy. Sorry.
I forget. Do I have to be raging for it to be magical like that? Oh, okay, perfect.
No.
All right, so. All right, the
It's
D6 is a 4.
It's a magic weapon regardless.
So the D6 is a 4.
Okay.
The D4 is a 1. So that's a single target. And I can't remember what the 4 and the D6 typing was.
Oh, shit. You're right.
Yeah, I forgot to look back at the VOD for that. We haven't gone through all that training yet.
Okay, so here it is. So I'll tell you right now. 1 is fire, 2 is cold, 3 is thunder, 4 is lightning, 5 is necrotic, 6 is radiant. A 1 is just a normal attack A 2 is a 10-foot area around you. 3 is a 15-foot cone. 4 is a 30-foot cone.
Gotcha. Okay. So normal attack this time.
Yep.
No.
You rolled a 4, didn't you? On the
I rolled
D4?
a 1 on the D4 and a 4 on the 6.
Okay, yeah. So that is a normal melee attack from the D4.
All right, and a lightning for the damage. So that is a total of 14 slashing
Real lightning.
and 6 lightning damage.
So a total of 20 damage.
Mm-hmm. And I can only use 1 bullet per attack.
Yeah, it's 1 bullet per attack.
And my reload requires
Is a bonus action.
can't reload it, so next swing is a normal axe attack.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We haven't gotten much combat.
Not with this axe
AC
yet, no.
Nah, AC 16.
That will hit.
Okay. So just a regular. Alright. It could have been better. There's going to be 8 more slashing on top of that.
Nice.
Oh.
What's up?
Let me double check my rage damage.
It's not
because I
rage.
add-
You're not raging right now.
I'm not raging. Right, you're right. I'm dumb. I'm overthinking. Alright, so that's just another 8 slashing. Yep, we're
Okay.
good.
Alrighty. We come to Zafira. If you wish to stand up, movement is half your, or if you wish to stand up, it's half your movement speed.
Okay, so it's not an action
No, it's not.
or anything. It just takes my.
It takes
that's
15.
fine.
It takes 15 feet of movement to stand up.
Got it. All right. Yeah, I'll stand up. I assume that I shouldn't be using my grenade launcher in the swamp, even though I want to. Because I feel like with all the fog and everything, it would just kind of. I don't want to destroy the land. But I am going to cast Firebolt.
Okay. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. Because this is a spell.
Yep. That would be a 13.
13.
I will use a charge of my ring to give you
Oh wait, I have Bardic
advantage on
Inspiration,
that.
right?
Also, you have that, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
D10.
So, are you using the ring, or are you going to?
I'll use the ring to give her advantage on that roll.
Okay, and I can use the Bardic Inspiration later on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the 13 plus a d10.
Wait, if it's a D10, then you're using your bardic, and you're not using the advantage.
Yeah. You're not using. Don't use the D10 unless you're using Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you. So
Good catch, Walls.
roll again. Thank you. Hey! Okay. 23.
23.
Went from a 9 to a 19.
Okay. On the plus side,
Thank you.
Firebolt is safe. You can cast Firebolt without it being taken away from you. Now I need you to make
Okay, but why is it on the plus side?
I need you to make a ranged spell attack against this thing.
Yeah, you still have to hit it.
Yeah.
So just roll another d20.
Yeah, you're making a spell. You're making a spell attack. So it's a D20 plus your casting modifier.
Got it. Casting
Fire-
modifier or spell attack bonus?
Spell attack bonus. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Calculator. 23.
A 23. That will
Yes,
hit. That will most definitely hit. So it takes 1d10 fire damage.
So
So go give me a D10.
yes, 1d10. That would essentially be percentiles, right?
No, it's just one of them. It's just one of the D10.
I know.
Yeah.
The double number is fine though. Or...
Yeah.
7.
7 points of fire damage. As you nail this thing with fire, it again just screams in agony and frustration.
Okay, so that was the main attack. Let's see if there's anything.
Real quick, when you rolled that
Oh.
D10, did you roll one of them or two of them?
Just one.
Should roll two because your firebolt's at 2d10 now.
You're
'cause
right.
we're
You're beyond
over
fifth level. Yeah, you're level 7 right now, so yeah, that's another D10.
Add 4 to it. So 11.
Okay.
Dang, let's see. Could I, because this is part of it, I can make 2 attacks per round. Would that count
No,
as spell?
you cannot make 2 spell attacks. It's only physical attacks.
Got it. Okay. And it can't be 1 spell, 1 physical. Understandable. Okay. I think that's it for me, but Pop-Tart is,
Bork.
you know, Bork.
What is Pop-Tart doing in his autonomous state at the moment?
Are there tendrils already, like, so that way he doesn't have to get too close to... Oh, actually, no, never mind. There's still the bad Danny.
The fake Danny.
Yeah. Bork. Chomp.
Okay. Make an attack
Or
roll
if,
with...
like...
make an attack roll with Bork Chomp.
Or, like, if they could, like, jump onto Danny to try to bite. Would that be alright? Like...
Why are they trying to jump on Danny?
Oh, that would be like a grapple move, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind, just bite. Bite the ankles. Natural 20.
Woo!
Very
Been
nice.
a hot minute since you had one of those.
Go ahead and do that brutal critical damage. So it's the maximum damage that could be rolled, and then you roll on top of that and add them together.
Okay.
So you're looking for the force empowered rend damage.
Yes, I'm... Okay, 1d8 plus proficiency bonus force damage.
Okay. What are you guys' proficiency bonuses right now? 3? So already there's 11 damage. Is it 4 or 3? I'm seeing a 4. I'm seeing a 4 and 2 3s.
It's 3. It's 3.
We are 7th level. We don't get 4 until we hit 9th level.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
told on
we're
my
proficient
power
rate.
thing that my intelligence is a +4 for
Proficiency bonus.
Oh
No,
no. The
proficiency bonus.
proficiency bonus is separate.
Oh, okay.
It's 3.
My
Okay.
bad. I'm
It's
looking
3.
at something.
Okay, so 3. So that's a total of 11 already. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Total of 8.
So
Yeah, 1d8 was 5.
19 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think Saphira is going to, like, move from where she is now.
Okay. Vanica.
So I don't have anything fire other than my rapier. So, you know what? I'm okay kind of whacking it right now. With my rapier. That seems like my solid plan right now. Danny, how you looking, girl? How you looking?
Feel like I've got a headache.
I will say that with that natural 20, fake Danny is pulled back into the creature.
Ooh, perfect. Okay.
So Vanica, don't forget you have advantage from my silvery barbs.
Yes, thank you. So Danny doesn't visually look like she's wrecked to shit.
No, like she just looks like she's covered in ooze.
Okay.
While she doesn't look like she's wrecked as shit, you can tell visually that the nom flashbacks are hitting hard right now. They are. She may not look physically wrecked, but mentally she looks horrible.
Bags under the eyes, normal.
1,000-yard stare, like even while not enraged, 1,000-yard stare.
I have not been keeping track of my goddamn coin either. I need to go back to the last session because I made so many fucking failures that I need to go back to that.
Right, your raccoon coins.
Because I'm like, what's this coin of growth? I'm like, what is this? I'm like, oh, it's the item we got. So I need to go back and check that. Okay, sorry. I was just like, what the hell is this item I have? Like, oh, right. I've not been keeping failure. I'll go back to that later. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a heal then. Let's do what we can a little bit to get her feeling a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and cast a healing word.
All right, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
You have advantage.
Yeah, I think my con's not that great. I'm gonna get this would be something I would like to keep. Oh, thank fucking God, because I rolled a 6 and a 19. Yeah, that's a 21.
Okay. That healing spell that you are casting is now safe.
Oh, thank God. If anything else, I just need all my healing spells to not be touched right now.
Yeah.
The healer needs her healing spells. So that is 2d4 plus 5. So I would love to do the touch, but I need to bonus so I can whack whack.
That's fine.
That's still pretty good though. That's 4, 5, 6. So that is 11.
I'm looking
Healing.
less peakish.
Yeah. And I think, can't remember if this is a additional, where is it?
Do you have additional healing thing?
I thought I did.
Sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if it's this
Hit a
character.
creature that doesn't have all. Oh, it's no. If I hit a creature that doesn't have all hit points, I deal extra damage.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
That was my level up feature that I'm so glad I just read. Okay. There is something extra, but it doesn't happen until the creature does some shit. So would I know if this creature's undead, or if it's just like an ooze? Because I see faces on it.
You see a lot of things on it, very disturbing images, but unless you were to take an action to possibly identify it, I don't think you would know off the top of your head, because I don't think you've ever encountered one.
Yeah. No, not in character anyway. Yeah, so you know what? I will go ahead and I'll stab it.
Okay.
Just stab it. Oh, you tease.
Jesus.
That is a 19.
19 will hit.
Yes. Yes. You dying over here.
It's fine.
Look, I made weird sound effects, okay?
I appreciate that.
So I'm gonna remember. So it doesn't have all of its hit points.
Nope.
So, oh god, I have quite a few things I have to remember. Okay, so I have my rapier damage, my fire damage, and then my reaper. What is it? Weapon deals an extra radiant or necrotic damage, my choice, equal to my proficiency bonus. So it's a +3. I'm gonna stick with radiant. Radiant seems pretty nice right now. So yes. So let's see here. 5s all around. Okay. So 5, 10. So 10 magical piercing.
Okay.
3 radiant. And 5 fire.
Okay. And again, you cut into this thing, the fire ignites, and it just screams in frustration.
Okay. I'm actually okay where I am. I'm, like I said, I'm an in-your-face cleric, so bonus action, not doing movement. Okay, yeah, I think that's me for now. I'm just trying to reserve some of my magic so it doesn't get taken away.
All right, so its attack is going to be 2 attacks on Vanica. Does an 18 hit you?
No!
Okay.
Yay!
You are so lucky it has disadvantage right now.
Oh, yay!
Does a dirty 20 hit you?
Beats it.
Yeah, because the first roll, the second attack was a nat 20. But because it took fire damage, it has disadvantage on all of its attack rolls until the end of its turn.
Oh, God. Nothing else stabbing it just helps.
Okay, so you get hit by one of these.
Okay. This is fine.
You are going to take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then 11 points of psychic damage.
Owie.
And as that happens, I need Zafira to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I need to make a constitution saving throw too. Okay. Now I roll a nat 20. Cool.
Them's the breaks.
But that's okay, because that means the Shield of Faith is still up, so I'll take it.
What'd you get?
8.
8. You have the Bardic Inspiration if you want to roll that.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
And
Your dice are so wishy-washy, girl.
I don't know. Okay. 8 plus 9.
Oh!
17.
17. That unfortunately does not make it.
Damn, that was so good too.
Well.
You're going to take 37 points of psychic damage as you feel it reach into your mind and just like begin to like eat away at a memory.
No,
until
but those are mine.
until you take a long rest. You subtract a d4 from all ability checks and attack rolls.
So, okay, how much hit points? It was 30 something?
36.
It was 36. Was it 36? I thought I said 37.
36.
36. 36 points of psychic damage.
36 points of psychic damage, okay. And how did it do that? Was it
It just
like
it pretty much looked at you,
okay?
and
I just wanted to make sure that it didn't did it touch me at all? Was
Nope.
it any melee attack because I could blind it?
nope.
Thanks to Fox. Okay.
And I think what it's going to do is right behind you. If I have the token for him still.
Oh no.
If I may take a moment, just because it's getting a bit dreary up in here, I just wanted to showcase a physical manifestation of my stress.
Ugh.
Yeah. Is that what your book looked like? When you were writing down the
As-
stuff?
No, I'm just scared.
Appearing behind you, Saphira, is Octavian.
I had when you said if I still have him, I was like, oh,
Yeah, like, your memories have been robbed and made use of.
do I know who he is?
You know who he is.
Okay, but you said that they took my memory.
No, no,
some
no.
memory.
Like-
I was like,
No, you know who Octavian is.
They copied it and pasted it.
Zen.
I'm horrified. I think I'm going to do insightful maneuver on this thing. Which is a bonus action. With Flash of Insight, you know how to take advantage of your foe's vulnerabilities. Until the end of your turn, the target has vulnerability to one type of damage, your choice. Additionally, if the target has any other vulnerabilities, you learn them.
Okay. Is that a spell or is that a class ability?
It's a spell, I believe, yeah.
Okay, can I get a Constitution saving throw from you?
Sure thing. Oof. Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
I got it, 18.
18, okay. This spell is safe as it goes off. You can choose to have it be given a vulnerability, but it does not have any vulnerabilities itself.
Not even to fire?
Not even a fire.
Well, interesting. All right, I'm going to make it susceptible.
But fire's still helping us.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. I'm going to have it susceptible to psychic damage, and I'm going to give Shadow Puppets another go. If that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Okay. If you're gonna cast Shadow, okay, so the spell that you cast, was that a cantrip?
The one that I just cast? No, it's a level 1.
It's a level 1. Is Shadow Puppets a cantrip?
No.
Okay,
that is a level 2.
Then you are, unfortunately, you can't cast it on top of it.
Oh, okay. Then I will cast. Well, then can I change what it's going to be susceptible to?
Sure.
Okay. I want to make it susceptible to... 1 second, actually. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast then and make it susceptible to force damage.
That you can do.
Cool. And then
Pleased.
I'm gonna roll I'm gonna use one of my luckies because that was a really terrible attack roll.
Okay. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you first? Because you are
Sure.
casting Eldritch Blast.
Cool. Actually, I'll use you. Ooh. All right. I don't think I hit it. It's a 16.
16 is safe. The DC 15
But
in order to.
Oh, I was thinking of when Zafira rolled Constitution and she didn't make it with a 19 or 17.
No, that was
was that?
wisdom. That was wisdom. That was the saving throw against the psychic attack.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Well,
So Eldritch Blast goes off, so you can go ahead and attack. You can make the attack roll.
okay. Does a 19 hit it?
19 will hit it.
Excellent. And then it's vulnerable to force damage, and I do, since I'm in level 5, it's gonna be 2 beams.
Okay.
Or level 5, like 5th level spells.
Yeah.
And so that's 2 beams, so that's 2d10 force damage.
Oof.
I got 12.
Total of 12.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 24.
Mm-hmm.
As Eldritch Blasts slam into it, it's looking a little worse for wear now, but it is still standing.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh.
Huh.
Shoot. Actually, that's okay. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Hmm.
When I use my staff, I get a +2 to attack rolls and damage rolls.
True.
So am I allowed to add a +2 to my damage roll there? So that brings it up to a 14 instead.
Yep, you sure can.
I will do that.
Okay. Chloe.
How long is it vulnerable to that force damage?
It's only vulnerable, I think, until the end of my turn. Wait, let me double check. Until the end of your turn, the target has vulnerability to one type of damage. Your choice.
Ah, okay.
Sorry.
I just want to fight something that isn't likely resistant to psychic. Just once, man.
Well, oh no, because it was only vulnerabilities that you heard of.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna stay where I am and throw a cantrip at it. A pitiful imitation of the Eldritch Blast that we just saw. I'm gonna shoot the Timu version of Eldritch Blast at it with Hamstring, which creates an arrow of Eldritch energy.
Timu Eldritch Blast. All right, can I get a Constitution saving throw from you first to see if the spell will go off?
Yes. Does Warcaster give me advantage on that?
What does Warcaster provide normally?
Oh, I love Warcaster.
Doesn't that give you advantage on concentration checks?
Yes, among other things. Advantage on con saves for concentrating on spells. Allows me to do somatic components even when my hands are full. And also allows me to take opportunity attacks using spells.
You know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow Warcaster to
Nice.
apply to this.
I love the Warcaster feat.
It's very
Okay,
good.
so that is 19 plus whatever my con is. 21.
Timu Eldritch Blast is safe.
Nice. So that is ranged spell attack. So that is going to be 19 to hit.
That hits.
What does this spell even do? 2d4. But I'm also using my spiritual focus, which means I get to add a d6 on top of that. Oh shit, that d4 is on the floor now. That's gonna suck.
Rip feet.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. That's 11 force damage.
All right, Chloe, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Hey!
Nice.
Let's fucking go.
It had 1 hit point
So-
left.
Ah!
I watch as Zen fires these impressive bolts of eldritch energy at this thing, and I'm like, I bet I could do that. And I just kind of snap my fingers, and this very small, very sad looking bolt of black energy fires at it, and it looks like it just kind of pings off of it and does nothing. But then a second later we see the same like bubbling that we saw before Danny was ejected, and this thing just like erupts from the center.
Okay.
That's your BB gun bullet.
Can Zen be like, Chloe, I didn't know you even knew how to do that. That was amazing.
It's not usually that impressive.
Is Octavian there or no longer?
So I was going to get to that.
Okay.
Oh.
So as this happens and it erupts, Zen, Sphere, if you turn around and look at Octavian, just for a moment, it like reaches its hand out to you before it just melts in front of you into the ground as this thing erupts in like just splattering everything around it in like this red, like violet jelly. It slowly begins to retract down a small crack in the water. And as it fully subsides, you can see what you can only assume what manifested this thing. As there is a skeleton trapped inside of like this small crevice under the water. You can see an arm kind of outstretched a little bit, its fingertips barely breaking through the water surface. Its head kind of twisted as its entire body is just compacted into the crevice itself. This person probably died an agonizing death and somehow turned into this ooblex because of it. But at the moment, you are safe.
That was horrible.
A moment. And she just kind of dips herself into the swamp and just kind of gets the rest of the ichor off of her.
Hey, gross. Now you're covered in that like jello-y stuff.
No, it's the jello's in there.
I cast
like-
prestidigitation to clean you.
There you go, yeah. Because I was gonna say you go and you like do that, and you're still kind of stained.
Yeah.
But prestidigitation poofs it all off of you.
Because my 2 cantrips are free again. So
So it copied your memories and then used me.
Hey, so you guys, I know that was probably like a little bit traumatic, probably for the dead guy too. But
Yes.
I think we can make it even better.
Huh?
We should ask him some questions.
I was gonna say we should
Oh.
We don't
figure
have
out-
time right
Yeah,
now.
but he could help us. Or she. I mean, we don't know anything about this area, but clearly they lived here.
That's not wrong.
It
Are you
also
willing to
prevents-
chance it instead of feeding
Of
into...
course I am.
It also
I bet,
prevents
yeah.
having it also prevents having the Jello monster come after us on the way out of here too.
If your spell fails, because it
Oh,
gets
it's not a
sucked into
spell.
the. Yeah.
It's music.
Oh right. Yeah, it's magic, isn't it?
The spooky cello.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I mean, our
Yeah.
magical items have worked without an issue so far.
Hey,
I thought we were sneaking,
Cl-
Like my
but you know.
cloak.
Chloe, that was a really genius idea. So, you have a flash of genius and get a +4 to whatever your
Ah.
roll is in regards of it.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, E equals MC square plus whatever, and yeah, that's also
Pi.
quite smart, isn't it?
Okay.
I don't know what's happening, but
So
They're
sure.
being silly.
Chloe, you're gonna bust out the cello and use its ability to cast Speak with Dead.
Yep.
Remember, you can't lie or deceive.
Mm.
I can always lie.
Well, yeah. Chloe can't
other
lie,
way
but the
around.
DM can lie.
Okay, so
Um.
Chloe, you bring it. You begin to play just this very haunting melody as Speak with Dead works. And just for a brief moment, this skeleton is able to free itself from its earthen prisons that pulls itself up out of the water and sort of just like looks at all.
So the cello is also an area of effect, whereas Speak with Dead is typically just one target. So if there's any other dead people
What's
in the,
the
area,
area
they
of
get up
effect?
too.
What's the area of effect?
You didn't say. I assumed it was within hearing range of the cello.
Give me a second.
No. That means 300 feet.
I need to see here what I wrote down for that. 25 feet.
I will add
So-
that to the description.
As you begin to play, this creature brings itself up. And then, just standing up out of the water, is another 4 skeletons that sort of just like slowly walk over towards Chloe.
Scary skeletons. Sorry.
And they just stand there like looking at you expectantly.
So if there's anything specific we want to know from these guys, I think we've got 5 questions.
I mean, we also don't know how old the bodies are. We
You're
could
running
maybe,
this popsicle stand.
maybe ask what oh my god, I just lost it. If there's anything we know about this hag in general, as far as like maybe where she maybe usually stays, or if there's any other dangers to look out for on our journey there, or I don't know. That may be too broad, but that's really the only thing that comes to mind because we literally don't know anything else.
So I'll turn to the skeletons and just be like, where's the ruler of this land?
And they kind of stand for a moment. They all like look around. And they all point to the skeleton that was in the water.
Oh.
Okay,
I
that
should've
raises
thought
more questions.
That one through a little bit more.
Huh. That actually raises more questions. Actually. That yeah.
I turned
so
to
we
that
can
skeleton specifically. Who killed you?
It looks around. A hag.
From where did this hag come?
My daughter.
Oh, out of character. Well, I guess Zenith leans forward and like whispers in Chloe's ear, like, ask him what his name is, or maybe his daughter's
I was thinking
name.
the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Sits there and just like sits for a moment, just almost as if it's like it's trying to dig through its own memories. My name was Percival Randor, Mayor of Braidware.
All right, that's 4 questions, by the way.
We could maybe ask. I don't know too much about this outside of my own powers, but like maybe ask what maybe her potential power source could be. Unless it's just the typical, hag book situation. Oh, maybe where it's located?
As it perks up as you say that.
Just points.
She is located at the font. The dead center of Braidwith. The dead center of the swamps.
Swamp Witch.
Which?
And as he says that, he begins to like sink back down into the water as the other skeletons begin to separate.
Oh,
Actually,
I'm sorry,
no.
guys.
Actually, no, the other skeletons don't get to separate. You still have 5 questions for them. Or 4 questions for
Oh God.
them. As he sinks down, a key, a rusted key sort of floats up to like the surface of the water.
Thank you, Percival.
Also, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that was like that counted. I am so sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good.
That was really
Is that
good. Look what
okay?
happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look what happened. Look what you did. That was
And like
great.
the other
Okay.
skeletons are like standing there like just staring at you expectantly. Almost a little annoyed.
Danielle just kind of picks up the key just in case.
You were gonna walk off and we could have left that behind.
I whisper to Chloe, like, maybe we could ask them, like if Percival's daughter killed them too.
Oh yeah. Did Percival's daughter, the hag, kill you guys as well?
3 of them shake their head no, 1 of them shakes their head yes.
Were you all from villages or settlements in this area?
1 of them nods yes, the others shake their head no.
The one that got
Maybe
killed by
we-
the hag is the one that shakes their head. Yes.
No.
Oh.
Mm,
Okay.
we could ask them if they know any. I know it's a long shot, but if they know any weaknesses of this hag or anything like that they might have seen in battle.
I'll turn specifically to the one that said they were killed by the hag. Do you know of anything that may help us fight the hag that killed you?
It sits there for a moment. The king. The king of the swamp.
Who is the king of the swamp?
And this is the last question for this particular skeleton. The other three have 2 more questions each.
Okay.
And you said, who is the king?
Yeah, who is the king of the swamp?
A monstrous crocodile that lives in the swamp.
Is that the fucking thing we saw earlier? Ah!
And as it says that, it turns around and walks back from where it came and just sinks back down into the water.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you.
All right, do we have any more questions for these last guys here? I don't think they weren't killed by the hag or anything, so they may not be
Maybe
as
they got killed by the
helpful.
king of the swamp.
Were you guys killed by the king of the swamp?
They all 3 of them shake their head no.
We got one more question. Do you know anything about the king of the swamp? I whisper this in Chloe's ear, like, maybe they know anything about the king of the swamp.
Yeah,
Or
maybe
like how to
they're
get them to like us.
like adventurers or something came here seeking out the king. Do you know anything about the king of the swamp?
All 3 of them shake their head yes and turn and walk away.
Yeah.
I
Because
should
instead of
saw
saying,
that
what can you
coming.
say?
Damn, that'll do it. Can't be great all the time. We got a
That-
key out of it.
That's good though, because now we have 3 skeletons that we can ask about the crocodile later.
I think I can only do that to things once.
Yeah.
Like-
Speak with Dead only works once, and then that creature or that dead individual cannot be talked to again.
Oh.
It's a
But
But that
one-time
doesn't mean there's
conversation.
not other skeletons
Yeah,
around
that's true.
here.
Now we can lead with, do you know anything about the king of the swamp? And then ask our questions.
More maybe keep it open-ended, like,
What do you know?
about the king
And
of the swamp?
As you say that, you hear just like very heavy, thunderous footsteps coming up behind you. You
Your
turn
Majesty.
and you see this massive, like dragon-sized crocodile standing, just staring at all.
Oh, who wants scritches?
Don't talk to me as if I'm some sort of house pet.
Oh,
Aww.
why
Are you
would
the king of the swamp?
Danny?
That is the name I go by. But a question I have is why I shouldn't consider you dinner.
It's
Been
nice
a
to meet
while
you.
since I've eaten something that isn't covered in filth and warts.
Here to hunt a hag. The hag.
The hag. Oh, congratulations
Z-
of
Z-
stating
Zelk.
the most. Thank you for the name. That one has been a pain in my ass.
We are
So
here to help defeat her and her reign of terror.
I have proposition.
he kind of like, you see his eyes go to like 2 different directions at both Vanica and at Zafira. One at a time, please. I can't focus on a lot anymore. Sage.
Sorry about that.
Oh my. Yes, we were just saying, she apparently is, from what we can witness, is just ciphering and stealing not only magic but souls to make herself even more powerful. That is, yes, it's actually impacting us as well, but this is just bad and wrong, and we're trying to stop her.
Stop. Ooh.
Kill her. Yeah.
I would be happy if you were to kill her. What she's been doing for the past day or so is already slowly driving away my food reserves.
was
But
unfortunate.
he just takes like a big inhale of all of you. So you're not strong enough to kill her.
I was thinking about it in the back of my head. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Any advice would be amazing.
Or, you know,
To
if
give
you
us
want
an
to help,
advantage.
I'm afraid I can't in a physical sense. Said old age is setting upon me, and these old bones aren't what they used to be. But being the king of the swamp, as you call me, I know of a place. I know
What?
of something that can even the fight.
Anything
great.
you have to offer would be greatly appreciated, as whatever she's working on, I've seen it, going to just raise the world to the ground, like just nothing.
You're gonna need to find what every child fears when they act up. You're gonna need to find her mother.
Found Daddy.
Now, the old hag
Yeah.
itself, she's long gone. But her shack isn't.
Holds up key.
That's the key.
Great.
Okay, so not that key. You said
Look.
shack. I was.
Look, I
You may
don't
not
know.
actually know if it's that key too.
I don't know if it's locked. She's been dead for about 20 years now. Though what I do know is she had something with her that nullified her daughter's ability. Sort of disciplinary tool when the little one got out.
That's great.
I would suggest going to that shack. That
Do you
cabin.
know where it is?
In fact, I do. He kind of like walks by you a little bit and he just points with like his snout. Through there. And as you look, and there's just like this, it doesn't look pleasant. It looks like it's a lot of like waist high and deeper water, a lot of brambles, a lot of like just very uncomfortable traveling ahead of you.
If
Go ahead.
if I may ask, what is this item that nullified her abilities? What was it specifically? Do you know? Like a book or a certain amulet?
A whip.
Oh, that's giving me IRL trauma. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. Sorry, Chloe, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't mean to like be insensitive or anything, Your Highness. If this is like a question that I maybe shouldn't ask.
As like you say
What?
that, and he kind of like looks at you and just gives you like a very proceed with caution look.
Hi. You have very big teeth. So you're like a very large, whatever you are, and we're all very small, and you know where the shack is, and we don't. Could you give us a lift?
He like narrows his eye at you. Give me a persuasion roll.
Can I maybe help? I was like, I was going to ask maybe a similar thing, but this ritual that's happening, it's happening soon. And if we don't reach her in time, it's gonna be no more dinner, breakfast, or lunch for you.
Sure. You could toss that in, and Chloe can get advantage on the persuasion roll.
Got this, bro. Got this.
I think I might got this. 25.
It's like
do you have the +4 if you
you
want to use
see like Zen, you see his eyes widen as you say no more breakfast, lunch, or dinner. As much as I hate being a transportation or a method of transportation for lesser beings. Far be it from me to put my dinner at risk.
Zafira takes out one of the little marshmallow mints from Grandma Rose. It's like, thank you. This is something you can eat that I have, but I mean, it's all I got.
Save it. I eat things much bigger than that. That's just will probably get stuck to the roof of my mouth or something.
Rest assured, when they speak of this day after we've defeated her, no one will refer to you as transportation, my lord.
You're growing on me.
Zenith being a thrall for everything.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm. This isn't me like, as the expression is, kissing ass or anything. But I just have to say, you are magnificent. My goodness, you
I
are
am,
astounding.
aren't I?
She's like, oh god, that was a mistake.
I love your skills.
Chloe leans into Zen and says very quietly, "Do you think he'd appreciate it if I let him eat Cloney?"
No.
No?
Best not give him a taste for things that he would
All
want
right.
to try again later.
Didn't we just see them go poof instead of anything else?
So-
Yeah, they don't really.
Since time seems to be of a matter here,
Mm.
hop in. And as he says that, he opens his mouth.
Oh, this seems like a bad
I
idea
wanted
to
to-
walk in.
Does so.
It seems like a bad idea. Walks in.
This, and just subtly gives him scritches anyway.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Still, just in case. Well, I walk in.
I think
This
before I
seems very
walk in,
nice.
I go,
Got
oh,
a
you
knife.
got, you got a bit of something right there, and it's like Gore, and I cast Prestidigitation, and he is like sparkling, gleaming scales, white, sharp, scary teeth. Looks great. Show
Can I
up
get
in
a
style, you know
Constitution
what I
saving
mean?
throw?
Oh yeah, sure. Here we go.
Does it work?
Oh yes, 17.
Prestidigitation goes off.
I better pick the most important spell.
As he's like,
Say.
I thank
We
you,
gotta
but
show up in style.
that was camouflage.
Yeah, I liked it.
Lesser beings won't be able to tell, unlike you, my
No,
guy.
but my food will.
I can cast it and put it back.
It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It's
Can I
okay.
ungrind you?
Swimming will reapply what I need. Now please hop in.
What happened?
I'm saying this as I'm sitting on his tongue, like, yeah, that's great.
I'm putting
Lower
stickers
the
on the
hand
teeth.
down to Chloe, come on.
Can I? Are we able to ask him questions when we're in his mouth? Like, what's your real name? We can't keep calling you King of the Swamp, can we? Unless you prefer that, in which case, of course.
And it's like he closes his mouth, he just is very jumbled, he just gives a very jumbled response as you're sitting on his tongue, so he can't really talk. But he very gingerly closes his mouth, and you can feel him to begin to move forward. And then he goes into the water, begins to swim.
But he didn't say what his name was.
No.
You couldn't
Darn
really
it.
tell.
He tried to talk, but you're sitting on his tongue, so it's very hard to enunciate.
That's on me. That was my bad.
That's
You
like
know.
that's like when the dentist asks questions. Well,
Yeah, I was
in
just
your
thinking
mouth, and
that.
it's like, "Ah,
So how was your weekend?
ah,
You're doing that on purpose.
Yeah. Just like when I go to check on when I used to go check on tables, I always check on them right when they take a big bite.
You're just mean.
I knew it was on purpose.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what were you gonna say, Fox?
I was just gonna be Chloe, rambling Chloe things.
Okay.
Oh, so Zafira turns to Chloe. It's like, so, how do you think that we'll actually be able to defeat that bad hag?
Oh, not a chance. No.
Okay. I should probably send a message to my grandma about it. Like, just so she'd know where I am. I've been trying not to freak out too much about it, but like,
You're doing a good job.
thanks.
I do
I'm
think
worried
it
that
would
she's
be a
gonna
good
get hurt.
idea.
Yeah, I'm worried that
Just
she's
for me.
getting hurt. Doesn't know what. Yeah, when I leveled up, I didn't get sending, so I still can't do anything.
Good job. I should send my
I
grandma a
can.
message. Doesn't have sending.
Yeah. Do
I
you
I
mind?
can for you.
Okay, if you don't mind letting her know where we are, and you don't have to tell her that we're fighting like the Babadook or anything like that, but like,
No.
The Babadook.
I
I haven't
mean,
heard that word in a while. Sorry.
no, you're good.
You should probably also omit that we're currently inside of the King of the Swamp.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Something like
Although
in
it is
Braid
pretty
Wardeth.
cool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so cool.
Mhm.
Say like we're in Braid Wardeth, and I want to tell her what's going on, but like I don't want her to get mad at me for going.
I am a bit limited on what I can say.
I know, that's why I'm trying to find something.
And it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
No, it's not. Sorry. That
maybe
saying triggers me so much.
It's an
Maybe-
awful saying. It is.
Yeah. Maybe it's like we can ask her to check on Brave Wardeth like no earlier than tomorrow. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but I don't think that we have much time.
Yeah.
I feel like I should tell her what's going on. I just don't know what to say.
I mean, you should just tell her the truth, tell her the situation. Don't necessarily have to ask her for anything in return. Just tell her what's going on and see what she says.
That is true.
Tell her that we're in Braywardeth fighting the boogeyman. Or the boogie lady. No, it was a boogie.
Yeah.
And they're causing the boogeyman has been causing a lot of damage, pain. I don't know. But just tell her we're in Braywardeth and we're gonna fight the boogeyman. She'll know what I'm talking about. Let her know that we have help. I feel like that would make her feel better.
Yeah, that's true.
And so that way she won't be too mad at me. I need a sending stone.
One, but somebody disintegrated it.
Yeah. Okay, so just to make sure I got this correct, letting her know where we're going. We have help. We're fighting a bad hag, which in this case I'll give at least her title that we're aware of. Since you and I seem to know, like, we've heard her title before. And that we're okay?
Yeah. Let her know
Should
we're
I ask
okay.
if any like ask her if she maybe has any information on her, or just leave that out and just say, hey, here's just an update?
Just an update. I'm sure that if she has important information, she would send it anyway. But as long as we let her know that it's not like we're asking her for help, we're just telling her what's going on and we're okay. That's why I said, like, we just let her know that we have help. Because, you know, we have the King of the Swamp. Should be fun.
Yeah. This is Grandma Sophie.
Mhm.
Grandma Sophie. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Remember, magic's a little wonky, so I can't guarantee it'll go out, but I'll try.
Oh, I forgot about what happens when you cast spells.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that
okay.
a third
Okay.
level?
I feel like this needs to be said though, because if she does decide to help us, this could be a good thing. But again, this is up to her and what she knows. So this is all her. Okay, I'm gonna cast sending.
Okay, and I'm gonna give you Flash of Genius as well because I very much appreciate the favor.
Okay, if you're casting sending, I need the Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. And what does Flash of Genius do?
You get a +4, I believe, +4 to I forgot. I just know you get a +4.
+4 to my roll.
Yeah.
Before you roll, make sure it's for saving throws.
Yeah. And what can I bother you to take us back to the map so I know what the town is again, please?
Yeah, I
For
could do
God's
that.
sake. Thank you. Braidward. Okay. Braidward, sorry.
Let's see. It just says when you or another creature you can 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to add intelligence modifier to the roll. And then you can also give it to I think that you told me, Corey, that I could give it to other people, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay, so
ability
+4.
check or saving throw +4.
Okay. And this is, I'm so sorry, it's a con save? Which save is this again?
It's a con save.
Con save.
Con save. Okay.
I would hate for you to lose a whole bunch of spell slots just to send a letter to my grandma.
Oh my god. That's a huge 180 compared to last week. Okay, so I rolled a 19 on the die.
You're good.
+6.
Good.
Okay.
And now you can save that +4 to whatever else.
Okay. I'm just speaking code because everything's short. Hi. It's Vanica. Heading to Braidwardeth. Going to stop the Elk Skull Hag. She's sapping magic and souls. Do I have 2 left? Is that what you're holding up, or do I have more than 2?
You have 7.
Okay, thank you. Okay. We have help. Finding items.
You got 2 more.
Later.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
We have help finding items. I needed 3. Finding items. To kill.
Okay.
pointing across.
Yeah.
The key items are in there.
You feel
Yeah.
that
It is implied.
Yeah.
you feel that the message was at least received.
So I'm just gonna wait just a few moments before she kind of opens her eyes. She goes, "Okay, the good news is it went through.
Okay.
I was able to sense that she was able to receive it. She got the message. She didn't reply back, so which is fine. You don't have to reply back.
Yeah.
Time
is
she's maybe mulling it over, maybe just gathering and processing the information, but
Yeah.
I think
As long
we're
as-
good.
Yeah, as long as she knows. What time is it? Corey?
You're in a crocodile's mouth right now. You don't know.
What time was it before we got into the crocodile?
It was about midday. I
Midday,
remember
yeah.
we took a good chunk of the morning to get there. Oh no,
Okay.
because we sped up unnaturally.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
it's like
it's-
mid-morning.
Yeah, it's like at the latest, like 11 or 12.
Yeah, because we sped up unnaturally on our journey over here. It only took us a couple hours. So yeah.
You know what? She's probably making lunch. You know,
Lindsay's lunch.
yeah,
Something
she'll
that I'm
probably
hungry
get
now.
back, but over as long as she knows, I just want her to know
Yeah.
what's going
Well, I
on.
told her, I told her where we were going. We have help. I did mention that it was the Elf Skull Hag, just so she can kind of know the situation, and that we were potentially fighting and finding an item to stop her. So that's at least the key element. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and
But she knows our direction and everything. So
so
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
she
she
knows
was in her basement, so she couldn't respond.
possibly. I mean,
she might have been working on stuff. I mean, she's part of the reason why I like inventing things. She was telling me about it, but
Yeah, working on icicle people.
what was that?
What?
I mean, also, case in point, that information, this is me going on the other side of the spectrum. I apologize. But this also could be her going, oh shit, they're going to face someone that's not great. I should gather my books of information and then relay more information. I don't know. It could be the other side. It could be something simple as like, oh, I'm glad that they let me know. Like, oh, well, there's some things they
Yeah.
need to know. I don't know. But it could be both sides of the spectrum. But
And,
it's good. She got it. That's at
Okay.
least good. I had that confidence that she
Yeah.
was able to get at my magic work. So
Like, I know that we might not need her help, but I just wanted her to know where we were anyway, just in case.
of course. Yeah,
I mean,
of
we
course.
could sure use the help of her ice golem at least.
There's an ice golem?
She told you that story?
What story?
Oh, it was a bedtime story she told me about when I was little. There was this friendly ice golem that like made ice cream and like had snowball fights, kind of like Frosty the Snowman a little bit. Yeah, he's
Frosty the who?
I like how this is just going in reverse to
Yeah.
where-
You wanna build a snowman?
yeah. Yeah, I'm imagining the ice golem from Frozen actually.
That's why I knew exactly where you were going with that. I was like, I
Yeah.
know what he's doing.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Has little snow babies. It's great.
Yeah, they were friends. It was someone built a snowman and put a magic top hat on it and gave it sentience.
I've heard a lot of stories, but I've never heard that
That's
one.
weird. That's actually kind of weird.
Yeah, a
Sounds
little
like a-
bit, but yeah.
Oh, wait, you're talking about like a simulacrum, right? Those are made out of snow.
I don't know what to say.
Is Frosty the Snowman a simulacrum?
Yes, yes, it is.
Technically, yes.
I would assume that he's
I
a
don't see why
golem.
not.
I would assume that he's a golem more than anything, because the
thing is,
the
it has
hat is his
sentience.
the hat is his power, is like his power core. So
Yeah, the problem is it has sentience though.
golems can have
'Cause I
sentience.
Yeah, but the difference is it would be given sentience. It just has it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, if it's a simulacrum, that means that there's a prime Frosty the Snowman somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was thinking of the
Yeah.
right spell. Yeah,
Yes,
simulacrum is the
simulac-
one that needs snow
Yeah,
and ice.
because they're made out of snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's you make snowmen into duplicates of yourself.
Yeah.
So the ice golem is just a story. Like she talked about it. Like I think maybe she made one a long time ago before I was born. Um, but like I mean, it's just she doesn't have it anymore. She gave it to a friend or something.
Oh,
So
is
we
that what
can't
she
ask
said?
for his help. Yeah, I think so. Because I think one winter I wanted to play with him and like build snow forts and all that, but unfortunately he wasn't a real thing that she had.
She must have
A
made a
real
different
boy.
one then.
Quite powerful.
That jelly monster kind of took out some memories, so I don't know. I mean, she
As
might have
you
made another one.
as you say that, you feel yourselves kind of like come to a stop
Mhm.
as the mouth opens to let you all out.
Thank you.
Upset. Appreciated, King of the Swamp.
You can just call me King. You don't have to have of the swamp.
Do you have any preferred name?
King.
Just King.
King.
Okay.
All right, King.
Just
See you
letting you
around.
know, after this mission and everything, if I come across food that is fit for a king, I will bring some to you.
After this mission is through, I hope all of you leave my swamp so you don't become my.
Yeah. No offense. I don't want to live here.
You're granted
Yeah.
temporary diplomatic immunity until this whole ordeal is done, and then I want you out of the swamp.
Oh, yay! What does that mean?
It means I won't eat you.
Oh, that's yeah.
It's like he just slowly backs back into the water and swims off as he leaves you on a large mass of land in the swamp that has been completely cleared away. There's no plant life, there's no brambles or anything like that, and it's elevated enough to where it's out of the water primarily. It's its own little island in Braidware.
Charity. There's a shack nearby.
Not from where you're standing.
Is there a bog over here as well?
There's the water behind you, but that's about it. You're taken to what you can only assume is probably an island or some piece of dry land in the swamp. From where you're standing right now on the shore, you're gonna have to walk up a bit of a hill.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was gonna see if I could cast not cast, but I was gonna see if I could roll for investigation to see if there's any hidden things for the shack. But if we just have to go up the hill, then
Start leading the way again.
You walk up the hill. You come to, as you get up to the top, you come to a very impressive and maybe, I don't know, heart-sinking sight. As you realize the king doesn't know what a shack is. As what you are seeing is the remnants of an old mansion and its grounds.
if I had a nickel.
2 nickels.
Old rusted iron gates, large, in some areas, crumpling brick wall around the perimeter of the estate itself. From where you can see, the grounds are, of course, in various states of decay. a hedge garden that hasn't been taken care of in years and years. The tiling on the stonework inside of the grounds is cracked, and in places it looks covered in dry blood. Skeletons lay scattered across the courtyard itself. Whatever this place was, it's seen better days.
I guess when you're his size, even a mansion looks like a shack.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, shall we?
Gosh.
Shall
I-
we what?
Go
Can I-
inside.
check for traps.
Sure. How are you checking for traps?
Arcana check, magical trap things. I would like to see if there's any magical traps within our path.
So I'm taking it you're checking the rusted iron gate for a trap.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Lab grown 20.
God damn it. A lab grown 20. All right.
Not natural.
You look over this gate. There's something definitely enchanted on it. It's not technically what you would consider a trap, as it's not harmful to you, but there seems to be some sort of alarm spell that's been cast on it that is still active.
So there was a spell cast on it, but it's not necessarily.
It's not a trap to where it will hurt you, but the alarm spell seems to be currently imbued onto this gate.
I can do something about that. I could dispel it.
Would that actually stop the alarm from going off? Or
If
would
it's a magical alarm.
Or would the absence of the alarm cause alarm?
What about any practical traps? Anyone want to check for any actual traps? I mean, I can do it, but I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Want to touch that gate area or
I mean,
walk into this area?
Science stick.
You're already there, so if you want to check for traps, you can with the perception check.
Okay.
If you have thieves' tools, you can use that.
I do.
Okay, so what I've learned from Raven is that gives you advantage on your rolls.
Yes, my proficiency for thieves' tools is 6.
Yep.
For
So you get
dexterity.
a proficiency on this check as well, so if you're using those tools.
Okay.
You're not proficient,
So-
you get advantage on the roll.
Oh. Okay. And then what? So is it just
If you're using
It's
your thieves'
D20
tools,
plus-
it's a d20 plus 6, you have advantage.
got it? That's what I was double checking of the if I get the +6 and or it. Oh, good thing that advantage. Yes, good thing that for that advantage. 16 plus 6, 22.
Give me a sec, I'm doing something.
No, you're good. Yeah, my first roll was a 7. I was like, oof.
So, the good thing you did check that. As while there isn't any magical traps, Physical traps, yes. The entire front wall is trapped. Little trip device in the gate itself, which would cause the front part of this wall to explode.
Oh, good. There's a wire right there. We can't go in this way. That whole wall will explode.
Okay.
Find another way.
So we go around?
We could try. Yeah, we could try going around. See if there's a back door.
Or alternatively, if Fennec is able to disable the alarm, I could try disabling the tripwire.
Okay.
But I don't want to touch anything until that alarm spell is disabled.
Yeah.
Fair. All right.
I have a question as well.
Okay.
Could I use prestidigitation to kind of muffle the noise?
You went
Come out of?
completely silent after you said muffle the noise.
Could I use prestidigitation to kind of muffle the alarm sound from wherever it comes out of? Not
Unfortunately,
silent,
no, because that's
but
not how
listen.
that's not how the alarm spell works.
Beans. Okay.
Vanica,
Okay.
if you are going to go ahead and do dispel magic, I need a Constitution saving throw first.
Okay. Natural 20 for 22.
Nice.
Ah!
Hell yeah.
Okay, now if I can get a dispel magic roll from you.
Okay. So this is obviously a higher level spell.
Hold on.
Oh, the alarm spell? No.
Yeah, it's level 3 or lower just happens. If it's 4
Yep.
or higher,
You-
I need to.
You cast dispel magic and the alarm spell is just dispelled. Because alarm is only a level 1. And it cannot be upticked, so.
Ooh. Okay. I definitely felt the energy just disappear. So if there's anything else, that was all. So I think it's just the physical traps now. You should be good now, Chloe.
Okay. Does everyone want to like back up a little bit in case something goes wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I got you just in case, though. Just
Okay.
in case you get
I
affected.
trust you. So
Oh, that wasn't a lie.
That's true. It wasn't. I would like to attempt this.
Okay.
Using sleight of hand with my thieves' tools proficiency or advantage, I guess it would give.
Yeah. You do that.
That is excellent. That is a 16 plus 12. 28.
12. Damn.
Chloe,
Expertise.
you just sit there for a moment. You look it over. And it looks like whoever rigged this trap did it in a very quick, haphazard method, and you're just able to unlock the gate and disable the triggering device on the explosive trap, giving you all access into the into the grounds of this estate.
Right, everyone, I think we're good to go in. This may not have been the only trap though. So as we move forward, Zafira, if you want to keep an extra eye out for anything that looks out of the ordinary.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this is this could have been done by the hag herself to make sure no one grabs the one thing that could hurt her.
That's
So
what I was
I
thinking
feel like it's
too.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it
Let me
could have been done
know-
from the. Sorry, go ahead.
Let me know if you find anything that you might think is magical. I'll see if my eyes will confirm it.
Okay, cool.
I'm not
Yeah, I
sure if
think
it still
that-
works in this condition, though.
I mean, this could have been traps to prevent the hag from coming to. But I mean, if
that's
they
true
were able
too.
to be dispelled pretty easily, I'm not so sure. But you know, hubris is definitely one thing to keep in it. Sorry, hubris is definitely something to keep in mind for her. The elk-headed words.
The elk
The elk
masked.
skull hag.
Yeah,
Zelk.
Zelk.
Alright, yeah, head on a swivel. I won't be
Danielle
able
will not.
to dispel everything, but it's I can at least try.
Danielle will not be leading this time.
Okay. So
Okay,
as you all cross into it, or cross into the grounds, you feel something whisk over you for a brief moment. As you cross the gate, you don't see the ruined courtyard anymore. You don't see the estate itself in any sort of disarray. You are standing in a pristine courtyard, a pristine garden, beautiful hedge mazes, beautiful works of art, elephants, horses, everything carved out of these bushes, large flower gardens, a beautiful fountain near the center of this courtyard. Various people in an influential manner of dress. People of high society walking around talking to one another.
Did they notice us?
They don't at the moment.
Guys, I think this was an illusion.
Yeah.
Would I think that we tripped a illusionary trap?
I don't think you would have any. I don't think after the detection of the traps previously, I don't think you would have that sort of feeling.
What are the people who are walking around? What do they look like? Are they hags or no?
No. These are humans, elves, mainly humans and elves walking about. Though the style of dress that they are in are definitely from a past age.
Can I do an Arcana check to see what is going on here? Like,
Yeah.
time portal, illusion, whatever. Let's go. 24.
You sit there and you're watching this as a waiter walks by and kind of bumps into you. He's like, "Oh, my apologies, ma'am. I didn't see you there." It's like almost if you out of thin air. I don't look like I think I spilled anything on you. My apologies again. Hors d'oeuvres. And like he offers you a tray of what look to be deviled eggs.
I'm going to tap into my really rich heritage and all that stuff and be like, I can't believe they hire waiters as incompetent as you.
My apologies, ma'am. It's my first day on the job, and again,
It's fine. Just tell me where your master or mistress is.
The mistress is currently back at the main house, welcoming more of the guests. She should be out here shortly if you wish to speak to her.
That would be preferable. And tell me, I've just been to so many parties in the past week. What are we celebrating here again today?
The culmination of the Institute.
Yes, that makes sense. Very well then. On your way, and I won't report this to your mistress then.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. As he gives you a bow and he quickly hurries off. And as you go to turn and look at your companions, they're all dressed in finery. Just a very
good, everyone.
High society, high class. Everybody looks like a human or an elf.
I choose elf.
Same.
Do I see my own clothes change?
No,
I was going to say,
you see everything change. You look down at yourself, you are now in a very fine looking dress of a lady of stature.
So
that was my main question. So we know.
We know that it is not just a visual. It is we are.
You are.
Okay.
Your faces are roughly the same-ish, though any sort of the snake hair on Chloe is gone. And now it's just hair, and it's got the one white streak. Danica looks like an elf, doesn't look like a little tree person anymore.
What were you gonna say, Chloe?
Oh, I was just gonna say I am incredibly attracted to you right now, Zen.
I knew it.
Okay.
Why would you speak to them like that? That was very rude.
I didn't like it. I just trying to fit in and figure out more about what's going on here.
I know, but that's just very mean.
Yes, high society is very much like that. We are not usually like that. Isn't it right,
I don't
Zen?
like high society.
I don't like high society anymore either. I'm sorry if I offended you.
Be that as it may, we are currently in some sort of event. So
Yeah, what's the Institute?
The Academy.
Also,
Did I say Institute or Academy? I forget.
you said Institute.
Institute. Okay.
Also, you all look very different.
Yeah.
I could tell it's you, Chloe, but it's what?
Different good, different bad.
Different.
Different. It's not bad, but I really like how you looked, and we all.
Oh, thank you. I'm
assuming
how you
all.
look too.
I don't. Do I look okay?
Still human. You look like an elf, actually. You look like a fey elf.
High elf.
Me?
High elf.
All
Me?
the
Yeah.
elves
Yeah.
are high elves.
High elf. Excuse me.
You look like
Can I? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you look like a high elf, like a super fancy schmancy elf.
Is there a mirror or a pond or something nearby
There
to
is
see my reflection?
You funny enough, have a small compact mirror on you.
Okay. I will take a look and just see how I look. Also baffled, where the fuck did this come from?
You open up this little compact mirror, and staring back at you is a face you do not recognize. A very fine, refined high elf woman.
When she sees this, something she doesn't understand just triggers. She doesn't know why, but a single tear would just kind of roll down her cheek as she just closes the compact mirror and she just tosses it. I don't want to be here.
Saphira goes to her and holds her hands out for to hold your hands, if you want. This is only temporary, okay?
Okay, I don't want to be here.
One thing that we all need to think is remember why we came here, because I'm afraid that we'll be we'll forget why we're here, and then we'll get stuck here and everything. But
Yeah.
it's going to be okay. We just need to find whatever it is we need to find, the item thing.
I think her mom is here. Could
Yeah.
be her mom.
Think of it as playing dress up.
If anyone finds what was it, a whip, you said?
Oh.
It was
Yeah.
With, yeah.
Keep an ear open as well for a sudden cracking noise.
So, as you're all talking amongst yourself, there's a bit of a trumpet that plays farther on down, closer to the doors of the main estate. And as the summons happens, you begin to see everybody in the courtyard moving towards the house itself.
I guess we follow.
Yeah, probably for now. Just kind of blend in with the crowd, stay together.
Okay.
As you
But how
pull up,
close do we... Sorry.
oh, I'm sorry, what were you going to say? How close? What?
How close are we getting to the house? Are we going in it, or is it like we're getting to like...
Everybody's like pretty much at the lip of the step from where you were at.
Gotcha.
As everybody begins to gather, the doors to the estate open and 3 people walk out. A small grayish looking tiefling girl in just a very, as fine as you can make, as fine and as high society as you can make a child, comes running out in a white dress. You could just see on her face that this child is the amalgamation of chaos, like just mischief in her eyes at all times. She's like really hyperactively like looking around at all of you, and she's grasping like close to her chest this little stuffed griffin. And following behind her is a very regal woman walking out in a very long black dress. Her skin is a bright reddish color. Her eyes just like this deep black, though she does not have any horns. She has just a long singular black braid in her hair, and she's walking out very gently, holding the hands of somebody who looks like they are in a position of power. Very fine robes adorn him. A book attached to his hip as he walks with a staff in his hand. My friends, I welcome you to my home. On this day, we celebrate the opening of the Kamiraskin Institute of Arcane Arts and Study. All of you here have contributed in a way to bring this bastion of arcane intelligence and refinery to this wildland. Now, welcome you all into my home. Eat well, drink well, be happy and merry, and know that today marks the golden age of this land. And it is brought into the fold of the Kamiraskin Empire. And there's a bunch of polite light clapping around as he turns. Oh, he doesn't turn, he walks down and begins to just like greet everybody as if he knows them on a first name basis, as everyone one by one goes up.
What's Kamiroska?
Would that word have ever come across?
Yeah, you guys know what Kamiroska is. The Kamiroskins, the high elves
The
that
reason,
get Roskin's folly,
yeah.
the cause of the
So-
catastrophe.
So
I don't know if I
Understand
would
that.
know that though.
Yeah, you know that. You know that.
Oh, I would? Oh, okay.
You guys dealt with a couple Kamiroskins at the start of the game.
Oh, we
Yep.
did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And-
long ago. we don't
And
even remember.
everybody
I don't remember.
as everybody
You don't remember?
walks by, the little girl's nowhere to be seen. She ran off somewhere. But this gentleman and his companion approach all of you. My friends, I don't think I believe I know your names. Forgive me, you must be the new professors that are going to begin teaching at our illustrious institute. I don't believe I have any of your names.
But I immediately look over at Zen.
Would I, from just my studies, know of some like not super duper well-known professors, but like names that we could maybe
Give me a history
Deal.
check. Give me a history check.
Okie dokie. Hold on to your butts. History. I'm actually good at history, so yes. So I got a 19.
A 19?
Rolled a 12.
Yep. You just quickly bring up you can recall some of even if they're from Rensera, some of the lesser known professors, and those are just starting out. So you've got names you can use.
This is Helena Bigwig. I point to Vanica.
Make sure you write your names down.
Yeah, this is Helena Bigwig. Study of arcane history. This is our biology professor, Professor Danica.
That's an easy one for me.
Jevrel. Yep, Danica Jevrel. I point to Danny, and then I go, this is Kalara Mostro, and she is leading for arcane defense, and I point at Chloe, and I go, and then this is one of our brightest professors up on the rise here, Renata Ricotta, and she is teaching magical herbology. That's correct, and don't you'll know the names very much later.
And your name?
I didn't get my name. Sorry.
Renata Ricotta.
Okay, so I am Renata Ricotta. Okay.
And what about your name, Moles?
My name is Matilda Rockwind, and I teach magical zoology. I love animals. I love getting my hands dirty with those all the time.
Did we roll swap? Saying to Chloe, she's like, did we roll swap?
I shouldn't open my mouth right now.
Why?
Oh, because if I do, then I'll end up telling them the whole truth, and I feel like that's going to be counterproductive to our mission.
Never mind, I
He's
didn't say anything.
He smiles and he's like, "It is a pleasure to meet all of you. This is my lovely wife, the mistress of this house, Liliana."
Does that name ring a bell for me at all? Any famous Lilianas?
Give me another history check.
Thanks, bestie. Oh, that actually sucked. I'm gonna use one of my luckies.
This might be important.
Yeah, it actually feels really important. Oh, mucho bettero. That is a 24. 17.
You do know of a Liliana that was at some point in time in this area. Somebody who was later known as the Red Witch. A very,
Do I know who she was connected to?
a very sadistic and powerful necromancer and rumored hag.
Oh Christ. Cool.
And he's like, and
Do I know who she's connected to at all? Like who this gentleman might be? Can I glean that from this
as
lady or
he's
no?
as he smiles, he's like, "It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As you know me, as well, I am the dean of your institute, Zathway Milan."
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolute pleasure to meet you, Lord Zathwain. Thank you so much for even taking the time to extend this invitation to us five. It's truly such an honor to see the birth of such a wonderful institute.
I look forward to seeing what we can bring to this land. It is quite untamed and parts very uncouth.
Absolutely.
Its people need to be taught.
Disciplined, one might say.
Indeed.
Indeed. You and me are like this.
Please make yourself at home and welcome to my home.
Do I know this building that we're at?
No.
Hmm.
Like, you didn't even know this place existed until now.
Can I kind of infer that it's his house?
Yeah, he's made mention that it is his estate.
I go, I have to say that I've heard really wonderful things about your home. I understand if most guests are confined to the parlor room, but on the off chance that I wanted to peruse your library.
Make yourselves at home.
Oh, you are just too generous. Thank you so much, Lord Zathway. And then I turn to the others and...
As you turn to go, you hear Liliana snap. As there's an audible crack of a whip. As you see the little tiefling girl like climbing on one of like one of the windows, like one of the barred windows. The griffin sort of strapped on her back. Matilda, get down from there now. And like almost instantly, you see a flash in the child's eyes as she quickly climbs down.
Her name is Matilda too?
Is that a problem?
No, I'm asking you, Rojan. I just want to make sure.
Yes, her name is Matilda.
I'm like, ugh. Okay, no problem.
It's a common name.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
I'm not gonna feel bad for Zelk.
Children these days are so rambunctious.
Oh,
Best to keep them in line.
she smiles and she like rolls the whip up and puts it back on her hip. Oh, the child is just a bit rambunctious. I'm afraid that her and her younger brother got into a bit of the sweets beforehand, but you know, children will be children.
Could say that again. Absolutely. You know, I know my mother would have absolutely loved to have one of those when I was growing up. I was a real hellion.
Oh, I don't use it on the child. No, it's more to catch her attention.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I had no attention span, so I definitely could have used something like that.
Now, little one, go find your brother. Reginald is probably somewhere in the estate. Bring him down. Let him know what's going on. Bring him to the family. And she kind of nods and skips up the stairs and just bolts into the house.
And I go, well, we won't monopolize your time anymore. I know you have a lot of handshaking and greeting to do, but thank you again very much for letting us into your home.
Of course. If there's anything I can assist you with or anything that the help can assist you with, just ask.
There is a gentleman down there who's serving deviled eggs. He's doing an excellent job, just so you know.
Well, that is, Zathway pipes in. That is wonderful to hear. He's new to the family. We were worried that, this sort of thing would fluster the boy, but I'm happy to hear that he's taken to it.
Nope, not at all. He is doing great, landing like a cat on its feet. Anyway, so nice to meet you, Lord Zafway. Take care now.
And as
I guide everybody
all of you
away.
begin to ascend the stairs, you walk into a very beautiful mansion. Artwork, pieces of armor, ancient weaponry, books open and on display, and just food, like spreads of food and food along the walls of like the dining area, almost like in a buffet style, but there are also waiters walking around with drinks and like small hors d'oeuvres as well. And as you take in these sights and the doors shut behind you, this is where we are ending for this week.
It's halfway! It's halfway! It's halfway!
Real quick, because I may forget this by the time we play next. I do want to note that as everyone moved into the house, I hung back to speak with Zafway.
Okay, we'll get to that next time.
Oh, you bitch.
And you can't lie.
Okay, so that is going to go ahead and do it for us today. Let me stop the music here. But this is not the only show that we do. Coming up later on tonight at 8 o'clock Pacific time, we are going to have another episode of Vigilant 6, which is our superhero-themed campaign. Coming up on Monday will be another episode of Destiny Forged, which is another 5th edition game that I run. It is the longest running show here on the channel, currently in its 4th campaign. Tuesday, we are going to have Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game run by Tiltbot. Coming up on Thursday, we are going to have another episode of Tricorn Isles, which is another 5th edition game that I run. Alternating Thursdays, we have Mass Effect Horizons, which is a Mass Effect game run by Zorro. Coming up on next Saturday, unfortunately, we will not be having an episode of Downfall of Propriety, as we've got a couple people who are going to be away at that time. But on the alternating Saturdays, when you do not have us here from Withered Wastes, we have the Downfall of Propriety, which is a Bridgerton inspired mini adventure that is run by Malls. And then coming up later on at night at 8 p.m. next week is going to be episode 1 of our new Daggerheart campaign, which is titled The City of Redemption, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to finally meeting all of the characters in their fully fleshed out forms. I'm chomping at the bit to see everybody's artwork, so I'm just chomping at the bit to play. Like, I want to play. But yeah,
Just make me a character.
but for now, that's going to do it for us. We will see you in about 4-ish hours for the start of another episode of V6. But until then, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.